Started.
Well, it's been started, but
we can always just have a little vamp time so we can just make sure audio is all good.
No, we got to get into it. We got a lot of stuff.
We got all the time in the world.
Actually, we don't. Okay, so welcome to another week of low initiatives, Dungeons and Dragons. Huh?
We are now Draugrs, Dungeons and Draugrs.
Sorry, I said meant to say doggos, but apparently I didn't get in.
Yep.
Bork.
Bork, bork.
Okay, I'm too tired for this.
Sorry.
Conrad, do the intro.
Last week you saw the Heroes of the Honor Circle. They had an orgy at the Heroes Rest. Now we are back in the regular plane. There we go.
Last week on Death, Dungeons and Dragons. I forgot the order of the name.
Okay, you guys missed a few bits, but sure.
I think I got the important bit.
Here, I can make up.
Okay, when last we saw the Heroes of the Onyx Circle, they had just finished up their last leg of their retreat at the Heroes Rest. A extra planar day spa to those who need it. After having an intimate night with certain party members in a private room, the party regathered and were ready to head back. They were led through a door where they found themselves back in the tunnel that they entered when they got to the Heroes Rest. Immediately, Jacques began to spit up a lot of the food and drink, and Cletus went back to his regular old metal self. You guys started pushing down the hallway, or the tunnel, and eventually you guys came upon a door. You guys opened up the door, and immediately you guys had a large grouping of spears just right in your face. With a guard, someone dressed in armor, yelling, "Who are you?" Conrad, I believe you were up front.
I was, yes. So, last thing if I remember correctly was, "Who are you?" Right?
Yes.
So, Conrad, like, and it's Conrad. Who the hell are you?
Conrad, as soon as you say that, you see the soldier, a hand come in between two of the soldiers that are, holding spears at you.
Mm-hmm.
And the hand comes in between the two and just divides them. And there you see a very familiar elderly elf gentleman with very fine flowing robes. You see Kane.
Okay, I don't know him out of character.
Kane Yamal is the royal guard.
Okay. I did not put his name down, apparently.
He's the one that speaks for the Sultan.
Okay. Howard just goes, phew. And right, it's Kane.
Hi, Kane! I'm gonna make my way up to the...
Yeah, no, are the spears still trained on us?
Yeah, all the spears are still, right on you. And he goes...
Yeah, no, Conrad still has his hands up, do you mind? He points at the spears.
Stand down, men. Grom, give them a hand. And you see all the spears get lifted, and what you did not notice, because the door was blocking it, is as you hear the bed creaks, and you see a very large half troll, half orc man just looking down at you.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Is that Grom I hear?
Move aside. And he pushes the guards away, and he kind of looks down into the tunnel. And he extends a hand to you, Conrad.
Takes it.
And he helps you up.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are being pulled up, the guards are seeing you guys like come in, and they slowly start moving towards the hallway.
Question: since now that I am quote unquote up, all right,
Yes,
are we in the Dick's halfway in room?
you're back in the room that you guys left in.
Okay. Why
Now
are
that
you
the
all
guard-
good?
Now that the guards are pulling away, you can see that it's the room.
Okay. Why are all you guys in our room?
Because of this one. Kane just nods towards Reyna.
What did I do this time?
You disappeared from existence.
Yeah, I guess we kind of. Oh, yeah. So, fun fact about that.
Kane holds up a hand to tell you to stop. We just found you coming out of a door that leads to the bar of Dick's Halfway Inn. You just disappeared off the plane of existence, so I cannot trust your words. Kraz, and then Reyna, and all of you, you hear a voice creep into the back of your head. Yes, did you find her? Possibly. I need you to check. And Reyna, you mostly hear this in your head. Reyna, if it is you, please let me inside.
I mean, doors are always open, man.
And you feel that twinge of someone else rummaging through your brain. And after a few moments, you all hear, very interesting. Well, it seems you all have recovered. That is good. And then you hear the voice say, Kane, they are clear. It is indeed them.
Question, real quick, before you continue.
Yes.
What was the sensation the rest of us felt since we didn't quote unquote let him in?
You just hear a voice in your head.
Okay, so it wasn't like any like physical like or whatever sensation.
Nope, just Reyna.
I imagine every time they go into the head, it's very like polite on whenever it's by itself. But just since people are able to see, you just see Reyna's eyes go derpy as she's just like.
Coward just looks a little confused, like, okay, yeah. I'm like, it is me. Yeah, he still has his hands up a bit.
Kane, after hearing that, says, good. I expect a full report when we return. The Sultan was very worried.
Well, yeah, I was worried too, but oh shit, that reminds me. I checked my bags for my book.
Which book?
Just the book that I usually take notes in to help.
Okay.
I assume all my stuff's there.
All your guys' stuff is with you. As you
I pull it out. All right, good.
And as you pull out your book, Jacques pushes his way through everyone. Even pushes Kane just kind of to the side, kind of like Kane kind of snaps at him like with visual, like what you what, mate? And Jacques just immediately just darts off towards his room.
He let's just say it's harder for him to come back.
You'll understand with the full report. Don't worry. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take notes as well as I usually do on these things.
Kraz got a good look. I'm sure he will tell me what he saw.
Very much.
By the way, Conrad's trying to help the others out if they're not.
Real quick, Reyna, your experience in the past is, reports are done pretty quickly with Kraz around.
This is true.
What were you saying, Connor?
Oh, he's helping the people out of the hole if they're not all out yet.
Oh, at this point, everyone's out.
Okay, cool.
But, yes, it was an adventure. Very weird one. I looked to the group.
And as soon as you say that, you guys hear a door slam right behind you.
Looks towards it.
You see the floor.
The lack thereof door.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
I suppose we don't exactly have another ticket in.
Well, considering all the stuff we went to potentially get invited, I'm not sure I want another ticket in.
This is fair.
Damus Ares quickly speaks up. Speak for yourself.
Kind of chuckled a little bit at that.
Unfortunately, I worry about to going in. I don't have many more secrets I could spill.
Kane is just staring as you guys like have this conversation. He has zero context about anything you guys are talking about. Cries, not Kane. So he's just kind of like sitting there, old, like, you know, he has kind of a long face, you know, aged. You know, even with elves, you know, there's still smooth, beautiful skin. But his scars and stuff, he has kind of a rougher feature for an older elf, and it is just his raised eyebrow is just, it's accentuated with all of that, you know, the webbing around his eyes and stuff. He's just looks like a very confused, grumpy old man. Like, what the fuck are you kids talking about?
I'm gonna look around the room. Who's all in?
Right now it is Grom, Kane, and a handful of guards, who mostly have retreated to the hallway.
I'm going to wave a hand. Do you mind if we just dismiss the common guards?
Yes. We will actually return to the palace. I'm sure the Sultan would like to speak with you about this matter. Once he is given the report, we will send for you and your party.
Don't worry, we'll be there post haste as soon as we get.
And he kind of nods and just keeps his eyebrow raised, just looking at the group as he turns and gestures towards the guards to follow him. And Grom like kind of walks past the party and smacks you square at the center bottom of your back, Raina. Well, it's good to have you back, kid. Thought we lost you for a second there.
I
You
was
take 2
worried I'd
points of
never.
damage.
All right.
You're definitely gonna have a bruise there the next day.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I'm used to it. I just, as he walks away, yeah, I was worried I'd never feel that. Oh.
Okay, you guys are standing in the room, and the guards have.
Whew. That was
You guys should
scary
really
at
have
first.
a connection to the Sultan.
So, just gonna get this out there. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
That was a day or so of just gone.
I mean, they said it would be 30 minutes. Like, kind of looks at the window. Is it still the same time of day when they?
I mean, it's daytime.
Right, and it's like no time has passed other than them coming here and realizing they're gone. Holy shit, that's scary.
I mean, it was definitely surprising, but I mean, a little fun.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It was fun. It was fun. But it's scary to think if someone had ill intentions for that.
I mean, yeah, but I'm really trying to enjoy my movie while it lasts.
Yeah.
This is the first time in a while where I felt a little calmer, so
Don't get me
bring down
wrong.
the mood.
Demisarius immediately goes, "Oh shit, time!" And he immediately pushes you guys out of the way and leaves the room.
Hey!
You hear his steps going down towards the bar.
I was gonna say, Ruby's just like looking outside to where like Shock left, and she's like trying to see if she can like listen to any noises that he could be making from his room. I don't know, like if he's being loud or quiet or anything. Basically, not paying attention to the conversation.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. As everyone's kind of talking and Demisarius kind of pushes his way down, you kind of peek your head out the room a little bit to try to listen in. And you look down and you see a little girl sitting next to the door.
I'll go over to her. Just like sit down next to her and be like, "Is everything okay?" Like kind of awkwardly because she knows that is probably not okay.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
I could see the look as he passed me.
What does he normally do?
Feeds only when necessary. But he doesn't like to do that. I'm sure you know.
Yeah. I can only imagine so. I don't know, she's just gonna sit there with that stand up and looking
as you say that, you hear grunting coming from inside the room. Like someone is in pain, but they're muffling it.
Yeah, she's just gonna like sit outside and just say like a cry prayer to herself, just like I'm trying to think how to word it. To hoping that like the hunger will just pass quickly and painlessly type thing.
Okay, so I missed part of that. I got the hope that the hunger. Right before that, what did you say you're doing?
Oh, she's just gonna do like a little prayer type thing, hoping that like the pain and the hunger will just go as quickly as possible.
Are you talking like a prayer, or just like a quick?
Just like a quick like mutterings to herself.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do? What do you do after the prayer?
She's just like sitting, just thinking
you
about.
Sit down?
Yeah, she's like sitting down next to the girl, just thinking about what's going on in her head and.
Okay. As soon as you sit down, she puts a little bit of distance away from you, but just sits there.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys just saw Ruria walk out and Damasaris run out.
So going after that, well, like I can understand if after everything we all got stuff to do. I'd like to kind of look at everyone.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to bring them. It's just back on the clock, and now life is. I'd look over at Jacques' door. Well, life's taking its course.
Do you leave the room and look at his door?
I'm just looking towards it.
Oh, okay.
Just like he left the room, so he's kind of looking at the door. It's like, life's taking its course.
And Sin goes, yeah, well, I mean, shit happens. And he starts walking out of the room. He's like, I got a date at the palace.
Wait, what?
Who is it?
Oh, just a fiery, hot, lover. And he starts walking out the door, starts going down the stairs.
I believe it's all.
Kara's gonna take a quick look at Nat real second. Is there any reaction on her?
Sorry, I had to mute myself for a second.
I mean, Nat?
Nat saw who it was, right? From the day before they went to go kill the demon guy.
Huh?
What?
Didn't we see the Genasi guy there that day?
I mean, I know exactly what he's talking about. I was just shocked with the term.
So
I'm really confused right now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Conrad was just asking if there was any reaction on you, Nat. Which I'm also still kind of vague on. Like, what reaction are you looking for?
I was just saying if she reacted to the fact that, Sin saying she had a fiery hot lover.
Oh, okay. I mean, Nat?
Nat just assumed it was the Genasi. And...
Okay, so if there's no reaction, then he's just going to look back towards the string guy like, oh, okay.
Ryan's just muttering to herself. Right? Is he supposed to fuck his students?
Wait, who are you talking about? Oh, right, the Genasi. Yeah, I don't know. Sin's always an enigma that way.
Cletus goes, I mean, this is Sin we're talking about.
It's fair.
It's alright. Sorry.
No, continue.
Carmen was just gonna say, that's right, he could be just fucking with us.
This is true. This is very true. Also, speaking of fucking with us, we both know Jacques needs a feed, correct? I have a question that probably neither of you can help with, but I still want to propose the question. You think when I shift, my blood tastes different?
Let me just say that Jacques he does not want to do that.
I know, but I'm just very curious. Like, is Dwarven like a fine wine to him? Or does he prefer Elven?
Conrad's gonna
Ask
close
him.
the door at this point.
Nat said, if
And
you're
yes,
curious,
Maria, you can hear this entire conversation.
yeah, Nat's like, if you're just curious, just ask him.
And
I figured as much. He has
Maria,
figures.
in the corner of your eye, you watch as the steel-haired colored girl just facepalms silently.
I assume he wouldn't like dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is my like arms reach enough that I can poke my hands like to the edge of the door so they could all see it?
I mean, you'd have to really stretch out, but sure.
Let's Conrad close the door.
Cool, because I want to flip him the finger as they're suggesting there.
Oh, did you close the door?
Yeah, I said Conrad close the door and then that stuff happened. So
Oh, I did not hear that.
yeah,
Leave it alone.
Just creak the door open with a single middle finger.
Yeah, I don't think that came over, Conrad. Sorry.
no worries. But yeah, as soon as like you said, like Golden Blood is a fine wine comic book store. Conrad's just like, okay, he doesn't like being a vampire. I mean, if you want to know more about it, sure ask. Just be sensitive, okay?
I mean, fair. Just, I don't know. You need to see everything as a bit of humor to it.
I know, it's just, not everyone likes what they are.
Preaching to the choir, boy.
Now Conrad's gonna open the door and I'm like, okay, I need a drink.
Speaking of drink, is the bottle of wine Nat left still there?
You look around and you don't see anyone.
Oh, the bottle of wine is gone? Aww.
Do I see?
Out of character, I'm glad that it is. Otherwise, I could have just wished for like a shit ton of platinum and brought it out.
Do I see Natalie being forlorn with a lack of booze?
Nat also checks her bag. Is the flask in there?
Your flask?
Yeah. There's only
Yeah,
one.
It's there.
Oh.
It's there.
Yes, Nat was forlorn with the loss of booze. But then found some booze. And is happy.
Now, is it just Nat in the room?
Yeah, it's just... Wait, Conrad, did you leave?
Kara was about to leave.
Oh.
So, no, you guys are all three just sitting there. As
Yeah, he
Nat
opened the
is
door
looking- as Nat's looking for something, looks disappointed, then finds her flask, then looks happy.
Yay.
So Raina's literally going to put a crook of an arm around Nat and a crook around Conrad as just walking out. Now, I have questions for both.
Kara looks a little red.
Like what?
You mean red?
Like, and I let go and I turn around so I'm facing both. Like, do I call you Condolin or Natrad?
Kara turns around and starts walking.
What? That says... Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, y'all fucked.
Kara's heading down and starts at the bar at this point. You kind of turn around as soon as, he said, do I call you Nat or whatever?
And Cletus turns around and goes, I mean, so what? Do we call you Ramos Aries?
You can if you want. As I do that, I'm going to shift my face to kind of look like a mixture of the two.
Cletus immediately shudders, turns around, and starts walking down the stairs.
Shift back to guard right now.
Nat face palms. Like, why are you asking?
Because honestly, I think pain's going to kill you.
The sad thing is that like I'm too far away at this point to hear that. Pretty sure.
I mean, give me a perception check.
Well, he's not actively listening. He's like specifically getting away from the conversation.
I mean, what's your passive perception?
I mean, I would say that a bit hushed to me.
Passive perception is 21.
You probably heard a little bit of it.
Probably heard the word pain.
No, you probably heard more than that. You guys got to remember, like, the girl's door is like right by the steps. The steps are only like a short distance. He made it down the steps.
Yeah.
You guys are probably like maybe 6 or 7 feet away from each other.
That's true, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Katana continues his way to the bar.
Look, I'm just having fun, man. I'm back on duty now, and kind of missing the vacation already. So, why not pick a fresh scab?
Yeah. Thanks for the
Conrad.
thought.
Yes?
As you enter the bar, you see Damon Series at a table with his uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Cletus sitting at that table.
Okay. Kind of will nod to them.
They are currently talking and laughing, and Cletus is facing away.
Fair enough.
But you walk up to the bar, and Dix is there.
Hey, Dix.
Aye.
I was curious, how much time do we have on our rooms?
Shit, now I gotta do some math.
I know, that was out of character. I was wondering that for a while. So.
I think you guys got it for like another week. You guys paid a good chunk up after you guys decided to stay.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's about a week left on it. Because you guys got a couple days, then I can't remember someone paid for a week.
Might have been me, that's why I'm trying to remember. How much for rounding off to a month?
A month for all 3 of your rooms? Or 4 of your rooms?
I just out of character, I kind of want to go above this. Random, I have some thoughts on changing that. The amount of rooms.
Well, if you're downstairs, I mean...
Yeah, you're still up on that.
Yeah, Nat kind of wanted to get away with you after you're putting such thoughts in her head.
So maybe Nat and Rhino might head down.
No, no, she's going into the room.
Oh, Rhino's going to head downstairs if everyone's leaving.
So do you hear Conrad
No.
and...
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Just wanted to check in on that.
Yeah, Nat like wanted to go in the room after she said, "Yeah, thanks for putting that thought in my head," and she just goes into her room.
So did Dix give a price?
No. It's gonna be he'll charge you 20 gold for the lot of them.
Conrad kind of winces that and he goes like, I'll have to discuss that if you don't mind.
Aye.
In the meantime, do you mind getting me an ale?
And he reaches behind the counter and he has an ale ready to go for you.
Nice. How much that was getting out of character?
The ale? 5 silver.
Okay. Yeah. Shit, I'm trying to. I got 3 silver left, so I'm trying to figure out the math on that. 10 copper is silver, right?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. All right, he pays him.
Okay. He takes the money, and you have probably a stale ale.
Drinks it.
Nope, it's standard Dick's.
Yep.
Not the best, but you know, it's ale.
He'll do the job.
Yeah. So Nat's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You see Reyna walking down the steps as you're turning away from the bar.
Hey, Reyna.
Yeah. No, sometimes I open my mouth too much. Not gonna fix it, but sometimes I do. So what you doing?
I'm just having a drink. How about you?
I pull up a stool next to him. Well, now I'm having a drink with my best friend Conrad. Or at least that's one way to put it.
Conrad chuckles lightly and he sits down on the stool next to him.
Yeah. I wave at Dix like, ale, please.
He leans over. Grendel's kind of sitting down, and he mutters something to her, and she stands up and gets an ale and brings it over to you.
Thank you. That's a silver. That's how much silver again?
Oh, you know it's on Grom.
Such a sweet heart. Thanks for breaking my back. Conrad.
Yes.
I can't put this. How genuine question, not joking around this time.
Okay. Conrad's like still trying to figure out like what you're trying to go for.
There's apprehension on their face. So now that the secret's out, gestures to myself. I kind of don't need the spare room if you guys don't mind bunking together.
Wait, what? Conrad goes like, wait, what? He does the whole thing.
So I had a spare room just so you know. I look around, so I get intoxicated and not worry about a secret or two coming out, right? Well, with the cat out of the bag, and you two originally only slotting, 3 rooms?
Well, we usually separate the guys and the girls, whatnot, yeah.
Yeah, well, probably cheaper for all of us if we just knock it back down to 3. Unless you guys don't have room.
I mean, well, Jacques kind of needs his own room, and the guys obviously need their own room.
This is fair. How many beds are in a room?
There is one. I was waiting for someone to bring this up because the 3 guys that are in the room are taking up most of the room in the room.
Yeah, the Conrad was already going to say, it's
basically
kind of
whoever gets to the bed first is the one sleeping on the bed.
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair.
That's great.
Yes.
Same thing with the girls. If they're not explicitly saying that they're sharing the bed, like most of the nights, someone's sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. Well, actually, most of the nights, I think in their case, Rui is like medicine. So.
Yeah. So.
Unless she's drunk.
Yeah.
In which case, she is sleeping on the floor.
Or draped over the bed or on the bed. It varies.
Well, I'm just going to give you an option, Conrad.
Okay.
Either we can knock it down, save a bit, or I'll just forward the price for the 4 rooms. How about that?
I mean, if you don't mind paying for the rooms, I'm down with that.
Hey, you're on the Platinum's payroll now. Or the Platinum. You're on the Sultan's payroll. I keep you guys. Yes. You're on the Sultan's payroll. It's no issue. Just want to make sure that everyone's happy with the arrangement. Plus, and I'm doing a trail finger around my mug. If you do want to mix up the betting arrangements, I'm sure you and Nat can fit in a bed.
Karen looks a little flustered and goes,
I hope you were
That
sipping
way.
your beer during that time.
Oh yeah, no, it was like very much like a like a slight like cough up like it was drinking. And
Oh, you were drinking? Give me a constitution check.
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Let's see if Raina gets sprayed.
Spit take or does he swallow?
Yep.
Constitution there.
You just get a face full of ale, Raina.
Just this whole time she's been cocky and coy. As soon as it's ale, just deadpan poker face.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I probably deserve that one.
And behind you, you hear Damus Ares' uncle laughing, and Damus Ares and Cletus both looking over their shoulders at your guys' table.
I essentially just wipe my face down. Okay, fair enough. Stuck my dick too far where it doesn't belong, I suppose, on that one.
Coward is still looking very embarrassed in front of you. So then he goes, I'll say this, just to make sure things are comfortable all around, maybe you get us an extra room. But other than that, maybe let the bedding arrangements be decided by us.
Oh, but I can't play with you that way.
Coward just starts drinking more of his time.
Crap.
Alright. I'm going to just pull out... I'm just going to pull out my coin. How much do you think you're going to need?
Conrad,
Yes?
Brady just asked you a question.
I thought he was talking to Dix.
No, he's still at the table.
Oh, so he's asking me, not...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think out of character, 5 rooms. Will that cap us just so people aren't uncomfortable, so to speak?
Wait, 5 rooms?
Yeah, so basically adding a room to what the rooms we already have.
Talk to Dix.
All right, Dix.
Yeah, what you need?
By chance, is there another room available?
No.
Then Coward just look at Raina. 20 gold.
20 gold. Ray's going to put 20 gold on the table. Also, any girls available?
At this time of day? Hell no.
Any plan on working tonight?
If they want to get paid, yeah.
Anyway, that money will be used to cap our rooms as we discussed for the month, Dix, if you don't mind.
Okay. And he takes the gold.
And 20 gold gone.
And make sure I have that note now. So, okay.
Sorry about not having a spare room, Conrad. Guess you and Nat will have to have a room to yourselves.
Conrad still looks like a little just shy.
You make this too easy, man. I mean, look, you couldn't take it in the guards. You would have been made fun of much, much worse than this. You'd be surprised.
I mean,
Yes.
I have my fun, but I try not to flaunt it right now.
I mean, this is true, but I'm talking about the other guards picking on you for it. I mean, you'd be surprised. Kane seems to be the calm and polite one. He has the sharpest tongue of us all.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should apologize to Nat. I may have put one too many thoughts.
Was it, Car just like still looks a little flustered. What was it exactly?
Oh, just probably about joking around. Keep in mind, joking. Joking around that Pain might break her back or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, wow, Car just like doesn't even know what to say at that point.
I mean, just judging from what I saw in the spa, if that truly was what she looked like, yeah, Natalie doesn't sport a chance against that.
Let's just say that Payne and I have an understanding in regards to certain things, and I know who I love, so it's a non-issue.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I probably understand that more than most. Granted, I probably lay around too much. Kane always was on my ass for that. But, hey, have fun, right?
It's just having having fun, but I think, just having someone to come home to is nice, and I just hope I can get to my home someday.
I can respect that. Well, I'm going to get up. I'm going to try to talk my way out of this and calm her down. Unless you...
Let's just, maybe let's just take it slow now. Like, she's got a lot on her mind, I imagine.
Awesome. Gets me out of talking. That's all for me.
Okay, as you guys both just sit there in awkward silence, sipping your ales.
Oh no, it's very awkward.
Oh, Raina is relishing the awkwardness.
Maria,
Mm-hmm.
you're just sitting there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, does it sound like it's getting any worse or any better, or is it just
It's
relatively staying the
continuous.
same? It's just continuous, no actual level in change of stuff.
No.
Okay.
That's the part that kind of makes it worse is,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell, like, he's been through this before, and it's just the constant pain. You can tell, like, the way he's muffling it and the way he's, like, shifting, you can hear his body, like, thump and move around. You can tell, he's trying to keep it reserved as much as possible. But there's definitely a struggle.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to, like, go through my bag and make sure, like, a mask is there. And it's got like a little feather attachment on the side of it.
Yes.
I'm gonna, like, see if I can take that off and just pass it over to the girl. That's like, keep hold of this and it'll protect both you and Shark. And just, like, pass over the feather.
She pauses, looks at the feather, then looks back up at you with an eyebrow raised.
Just smile and nod.
She extends her hand, takes the feather, and nods softly. Thank you. And she just kind of goes back to sitting.
Yeah. She's gonna, like, get up, like, take, like, quite a few deep breaths, trying to remain calm herself. So I've been pulling the mask back down and head downstairs and see if she can look for Raina.
Okay. Nat, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You find yourself in the room alone.
Yeah, Nat's gonna look through her bag and she's gonna take out the shirt.
Okay, you have it.
Is there like a nightstand or something like near the bed or something?
There's a poor excuse for one.
Yeah, Nat's just gonna fold the shirt and just put it there. And she's gonna just sigh deeply and then just head downstairs.
Okay. Maria, as you're heading down the stairs, you see the girls' room door open.
Boop.
Hello.
Hey. And that does a little wave.
I was gonna say, just very noticed that I didn't
yes.
actually like pink at all. But yeah, very good. Was like, everything okay?
Yeah, it should be. She smiles.
Yeah. She just, like, pat Nat on the head and just continue walking down the stairs looking for Raina.
Okay, as you guys head downstairs, You guys see Raina and Conrad at a table, and then you see Damasaries, Cletus, and his uncle at another table.
Cool. I want to go up to Raina, take her by the hand or arm or whatever, and just like pretty much force her to go up the stairs.
Okay.
Just got like a serious face.
Raina, well, no one can tell because you have your mask on again.
No, I don't.
You don't? I thought you said you pulled it down.
I took it out of the bag. No, I took it out of the bag.
Okay.
Because it was originally in the bag.
Got it. Too easy.
Yep.
Raina, you were just sitting there. Conrad, you probably see this as Rua just kind of. Do you stomp over?
No, she's just walking like as calm as she possibly can.
Okay, but you probably have a face about you.
Yeah, I have a face.
Yeah, you see this Conrad approach Raina from behind, and Raina, you just feel an arm grab your arm and start tugging you away from the table.
As I was imagining, I'm sitting in the stool drinking my ale as she's dragging me. So just the stool and the ale are being dragged. Just like, okay, we're going this way now.
She's probably not pulling the chair too far.
I'm bringing my ale with me.
Okay, so do you get up and just follow her?
Until the chair can't go any further. I'm like, all right, I'm up, I'm up, all right, come on. Yeah, as soon as it's like, okay, I have to go.
There. Yeah. Yep, chair bumps into a thing, you stand up and get dragged up the stairs. Nat, you just see this happen in front of you as you're coming down the stairs.
Yeah, I do watch that.
I'm still looking forward at like Conrad's direction. I can't even see him now, but still looking in that direction. It's like, I assume this is him for my sex appeal, is it?
I
No, I'm already upstairs. I'm just still looking in the same direction as I'm getting.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's like
you're-
no answer coming from.
You're just going up the stairs right now.
Yeah.
Nat, you see this happen. What are you doing?
Nat's gonna go say hi to Damasary's uncle.
Okay. We'll do the upstairs people first. Raina,
I see how
you
it
get dragged. Don't start. You get dragged up the stairs, and Rhea, where are you going with this?
Going into the girls' room and making sure that she's shutting the door behind her.
Okay.
Like when Raina's in.
You do so.
Good.
Ale to mouth, still sipping.
She'll just like make sure that Raina's a bit further ahead, and she'll just like as she's shutting the door, she's leaning back against it as well, doing a deep sigh. So it's like, you don't need to worry about Jock. You leave him with me. As someone who knows the dead more than anyone else in the party, you leave undead matters to me. And she's got like serious look on her face.
I mean, that was the plan. I was just curious. No.
I say that curiosity because I know you're a changeling, but curiosity kills the cat.
Have I ever seen a tabaxi before? DM.
Huh?
Have I ever seen a tabaxi or catfolk?
Yeah, you both have.
Okay. As she says that, I'm just like, I don't even know what to say. I'm offended. And as I say offended, 2 cat ears are going to pop out.
I'm just gonna take a guess here, Maria. Does your face just go like stone cold, just stare?
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm hamming up, so I was kind of like, all right, fair enough. Look.
Yeah, it's like as soon as
Raina,
you say
you've
fair
not
enough, she'll just
seen-
open the. Yeah. As soon as like Raina says fair enough, she's just gonna open the door and just for her to go out.
I mean,
Raina, you've never seen Ruri like this. She is stern, quick, sharp, and straight to the point. Her normal level of shyness and kind of reserve has been swept away in this moment, and it's kind of startling.
Ray just scratches her chin. That one usually gets people. Look, I know your skill set, and I'm gonna let you know since the moment one, I had no doubt that you would be able to take care of it. You have this more than under control. And I'm just gonna approach and just put not put hand on her shoulder, but gesture that the gesture may I put my hand on your shoulder?
Yeah, she doesn't stop you. She's not doing anything to acknowledge you,
Are you
but she's not gonna
still
stop you.
gesturing for her to leave the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like,
You touch
"Go.
her you
I'm
touch
done."
her shoulder, but she's just locked in place, just.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Just, as long as we're clear, leave the undead matters to me. And then she'll just go and push her out. Not
Okay.
harsh or anything, just get out. Go, leave. I'm done. Yeah.
Well, fine. I'll just walk with my tail between my legs then. Alright, he's all yours.
As you look down, and she has grown a tail and put it in between her legs.
Nice.
I'm glad you just pick up on that now.
Yeah, that's good. See, as soon as Raina leaves, I look through my bag if I have the key, because I can't remember who has the key or not.
I think you do now.
If I have the key, I'm going to lock the door.
Yeah, let's just assume so, just for Sandy's sake.
Yeah. And I'll
That's
lock
what I
the door,
said.
and I'll just I'll lock the door from the inside, and I'll just lean back and sit against it, just be deep breath.
I suppose you do one of those sigh slide down the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jelly went on your butt.
Okay. Well, you will sit there for your thought moment, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nat. Actually, Raina, where are you going now? You just got shoved out of the door.
I'm just shoved out the door, just sipping ale. And do I see the little dragon girl?
Yes.
Just saying dragon. So.
And she just looks over in your direction, stares for a brief moment, and then just stares back to the feather in her hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna just quietly move over to the Jacques store. It's hey, I'm just going to eavesdrop real quick. It's fine. And I'm just going to put my ear up to see how he's doing. Not say anything, just I just want to listen and see what's going on.
As soon as you get to lean into the door, you feel a very strong grip around your ankle.
Okay, fair enough.
And you look down, and it's the little girl, and with a grip not natural of a girl her size.
Oh, I've seen her shift. I understand. I was just trying to protect my investment. Okay, fair enough. I leave this, and I'm actually going to do an overdramatic bow. I leave this to you, brave one.
She lets go of your ankle.
Children these days. I'm just going to head to my room.
Okay. You find your room.
Yeah, I'm just exit stage left. Go to my room for a
Okay.
bit.
You're back in your same shitty Dick's room. I love Dick's place. They're so shitty.
Home.
Yes, every time you guys sit on your mattress, there's a little poof. Besides the guy's mattress, your guys' has actually been cleaned.
Just sit on the mattress. Hi, Dave. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, stop. Fucking bed buds. Just naming the bed bugs because fuck yeah, I'm fluffing.
Okay. Okay, it's canon now.
David and Elizabeth, don't forget it.
Nat. You see Conrad just sitting at a table, and you walk over to the Daemissaries, the big guy table. Because that's just too many names to say. Do you just walk up and sit down?
I just stand near the table and I say hi to them. Say hi.
And Cleta goes, "Hi, Dad. It's been like 10 minutes."
Yes, it has. Thank you for noticing, please.
Damus Ares is looking at his hand, and you see him lift one finger, then 2 fingers, then 3, and then he stops.
It's okay,
And,
Dan.
and the very large gentleman sitting across Damus Ares, kind of bows towards you. He says, "My lady."
Nah, it does a curtsy, so why not? Sir? It's...
Yeah, you look at him, he has rosy cheeks and slightly reddened nose. He has that kind of like, I've been drinking since like 6 a.m. look.
And Nat can respect that. Nat's like, he looks like he's having fun.
Yeah, I mean, he's my uncle, as Damus Ares grabs his ale and just starts chugging it.
She's gonna start drinking her flask too. I haven't got
And
the...
the uncle, as soon as you pull out the flask, you're sitting at the table?
No, she's still standing there.
Okay. You see a very large hand appear in front of your face as you go to take a swig from your flask.
A hand in front of my face?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would do about that.
And it's tugging at your flask.
That says, oh great, we got another one. Nat's gonna try and resist.
Give me a strength check. As you're currently, like, imagine, like, you're, like, mid-tilt head back, and you got the flask up there, and that giant hand just came above it and is pulling on it.
This ain't the first time a giant man tried to take my flask.
Okay.
What a roll again?
Just straight strength.
I'm probably failing that. Did I click it? No, I did not. I probably failed.
Okay. You try to pull onto it, and it just slips right out of your fingers. And you looked over as the uncle is grabbing it away from you, staring at it. "Oh, is this an Elkins original?" As he's looking at your flask.
Probably. It was a gift from these two big lugs right here, and she just pats both Davis Aries and Cletus.
Some fine work this is. It's a great drinking implement. One of the finest.
Best investment ever, Nat says with a smile on her face.
And he hands you back your flask.
Oh, thank you.
And he starts rummaging through his side bag, and he puts a large bone on the table. There's a large necklace with like these stone tablets on it. Just starts pulling out random shit, like one sock. And then eventually he pulls out a flask. A complete copper casted flask.
That's like,
with these emeralds all throughout it. Similar kind of design to yours.
That looks beautiful. Where'd you get it?
Same place you got yours.
Finger crossbows.
And he sees the finger crossbows, and like a man who's too old to get it, but it's not the same.
That does laugh at that.
Damus Ares lets out a deep sigh. Oh god, my uncle's trying to be cool around my friends.
Your uncle is cool around your friend.
What kind of booze is in that one? Nat says.
He smiles and he uncorks it. He says, "Just a sip."
Okay. Nat takes a sip.
I need you to roll me endurance check.
That's probably won't get it.
Okay. You immediately spit it back up. You take 4 points of fire damage. as it feels like the tip of your tongue and your lips, that front part that touched the booze, feels like it's burning with acid right now. It tastes like you just opened up a car battery and just started drinking it.
Nat, you okay?
And his uncle is laughing his ass off as she's coughing, spitting up. He grabs his flask and takes it from her.
Strong stuff.
Nat, as you say, pretty strong stuff. The world feels like it's starting to spin and slow down. Your center of gravity begins to fail. And since Conrad, you're seeing this because you're probably, the spit probably calls your attention, but Nat just starts looking really wobbly, like she's, on a boat that's not there. And she...
He's gonna get up at this point and kind of like go up to her.
Okay, good thing you did, because she was about ready to fall over. She kind of goes limp in your hands.
Oh, Nat, like, what was in that? He looks at the uncle.
Gets him every time. This is Cord's brewed.
Okay, well, is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, just sit her down in the chair. She'll be good.
I can't believe Damasary's uncle just roofied Nat.
I mean, it's not roofied if he knows.
Well, she didn't know.
I mean, it's booze.
let's not go down this road. Anyway, Coward's like, okay, how long does it last?
I mean, that's up to her, lad.
What do you say?
Coward's gonna sit her in a chair and he's gonna make sure he hang on, this is to make sure I got the layout of the tables, right? So we're sitting on 2 tables, right?
Yes.
And then Damasary's group's on one side and then Coward's on the other table.
Yeah.
So he's gonna sit Nat on the one chair that's on his table, but it's right next to the 2 big guys, just in case she goes down. You know what I mean?
Give me a strength check because you got to drag her over to your table.
Oh, I thought it was I'm picking the chair that's closest to their table, literally.
Oh, their table. You said your.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to make sure. I'm making sure that he's gonna sit it down at their table.
Closest to your table is sitting Damasary's and Cletus.
Okay.
Nat was kind of to the side. Imagine 2 circular tables. She's at a 90 degree from where you were.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, the closest chair would be at their table, and yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah. So he's sitting at their table, and he's gonna bring up a chair next to her.
Okay. You just kind of jello in the chair, Nat. It feels like this chair's made of.
That's every time that slips to one side, she's like, oh.
Yeah, for the rest of you guys, she's just kind of sliding around in her chair.
That's giggly.
And you guys watch as Damasary's uncle just takes the flask and takes 4 or 5 big swigs. And then caps it and puts it back in his bag and starts shoveling the rest of the stuff in his bag.
Okay. God, just kind of sighs.
Eventually, you guys will learn to just not automatically start downing random stuff people give you in this campaign, because it's not been working out great.
I will never learn that.
Yeah, never.
You guys just wait. There's going to be an enemy that's going to do something. Oh wait, you guys already had
that.
That
already
happen.
happened. Yeah, it literally did.
Jesus fucking Christ! It will be the death of this party. I swear it.
If it's the last thing I do, it will be the death of us all.
And that's like the Damasary's. Where have you been hiding him? He's great.
It does not sound like that to the rest
I
of
know,
you guys.
it sounds like very...
Yeah,
Exactly.
all over the place.
And she's trying to laugh too.
I think that's enough sulking for right now. I think she's going to head down.
Okay.
I say sulking just because she's wearing out of the seat, not because she's actually sulking.
Okay. You start heading downstairs, and you walk down to see Nat just kind of half slid in her chair.
Noodle Nat.
Just noodled. Conrad staring at her, kind of looking a little worried. And the two big guys are just laughing and drinking, toasting their mugs. Cletus is kind of like listening intently.
I imagine Ray from the stairs. Is Nat drunk again?
Yeah, she is.
I'm gonna just walk up to the.
In reference, it's been like probably less than 10 minutes.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's probably been like 5 minutes, and Nat is just Nat.
Worth it.
Look, I appreciate the spirit looking at Nat, but we kind of have a council with the Sultan today. Maybe what's done is done. Ray's gonna look down and pretend to check on Nat. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna pickpocket her flask away.
Okay. Give me a thievery check.
Isn't she holding it?
No, she's kind of noodled, remember?
Yeah.
So, now I don't know if the one at will power where you're able to disarm sheathed weapons would apply to this.
No.
Okay. 28.
Okay. As you go to like check on her and you start to move around, you feel a very large hand grab your wrist.
Daddy?
You look up and it is the large man sitting across from Demissaries. And his eyes, he still has like the rosy cheeks and the smile going on, but his eyes are just giving you like 1,000-yard stare.
Yes.
I think the lady will be fine.
You're right. But also I would like to disarm her of the booze she does have on her. And at least until after the council.
Demissaries is like, oh, I mean, it kind of wasn't her fault.
Yes, but I appreciate a good jape, and I'm not going to hold you to blame for that.
I mean, honestly, I don't think she's going to be able to drink anytime soon, as the uncle just kind of stares at her.
That's fair. By the way, Uncle... What's his name?
You don't know it.
I don't think I know your name, actually. Raina.
Uncle.
You are... Uncle. That works.
No relations.
So, Uncle, would you happen to have any good methods of sobering up someone?
You see a big smile creep across his face. And he looks over at Demissaries. Demissaries just lets out a deep sigh. I mean, she is neat. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen at the palace, so... And he just kind of gestures towards Nat. And you guys watch as the large man just stands up, grabs Nat by the back of her, like, shoulders and necks, and just one hand picks her up, slings her over his shoulders, and begins to walk out of Dix's.
Kyle's gonna follow.
Cletus gets up and follows as well.
I just want to see the spectacle. I'm going to follow.
Okay. You guys exit Dix, and he hooks a right. And he plops Nat just straight up on the sand. Just poof. Nat still giggling the whole time. Then he rummages through his bag, and he pulls out a little brown pouch. And he pulls... It's funny, because it's like comically... It's a normal size, like, small pouch to you guys, but in his hands, it's like comically small. As his large fingers go and pull out this little green-looking bead or something, you guys aren't quite sure. It is greenish-brown in color, kind of circular, and he pulls it out, and it's just so goddamn tiny in his hands. And he, like, tightens up the pouch, and he just reaches down in the sand and pokes a hole in it, and puts the thing that he pulled out of the bag right in the hole. Covers it up, stands up, and he looks back towards you guys. He's like, you can watch if you want, And he just undoes his pants and starts pissing on it.
Conrad looks so confused right now.
And he's just like, shakes a little bit. Ugh. And
I hate to say that I'm watching.
And this goes on for a few seconds. And then he's like, ugh. Shakes a little bit. Shakes it again. Does his pants up. And he just kind of stands there with his arms crossed.
Make sure you don't dribble, old man.
And you guys wait. And you wait. And you wait. And after about 30 seconds, you see a sprout coming out of the sand. And then the sprout has a leaf. Then another leaf. The sprout continues to grow. 6 inches, 12 inches, a foot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as this towerous plant starts to grow from where he just pissed. The best way I could put it is, do you guys know, what is the thing? Pokemon, it's Bell something, it's
Bellsprout?
Bellsprout, the evolved form of that.
Weeping Bell?
Bell Awesome?
No, God damn it.
I know exactly the plug about
Victory Bell?
Victory Bell?
Just give me a second. Look up goddamn Pokemon real quick.
Gardevoir.
It's okay. It goes Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, then Victory
I don't
Bell.
think that's the right one.
Yeah, because Bellsprout Rise, that's like what we're talking about.
But then there's Victory Bell, where if you use the Sunstone, she's pretty.
It kind of looks like a sex toy. It's a grass type sex toy.
Oh, that's the Ona hole.
It's the Weeping Bell.
Yes.
I said that.
Yeah, that's
I
what
didn't hear that. Sorry, you guys were yelling at shit. And I don't know Pokemon names by heart.
It evolves into a Victory Bell.
Yes.
Yeah, but and it just no eyes though. Just that's kind of how it looks. And you guys watch as Demiseries' uncle kind of inspects it for a few moments. Kind of scratches the bottom of the bell part, and then just reaches down, picks up Nat, and throws her right inside of it. You guys watch as this plant literally eats Nat.
Oh.
And it looks like it's swallowing Nat.
Whoa, what are you doing?
And you watch as the mass of Nat just keeps going down the plant vine until it disappears.
Ray's just gonna be like, huh. You know what? I didn't see you being into that kind of thing, but now I can see it.
And all was quiet.
What'd you do?
Oh, I let this plant eat her.
Can I do insight check?
Sure.
Can I do an insight, but also bluff?
Hang on. I realized I didn't change my picture from Donna's side.
Yeah, he's just really hard to read, Conrad.
Can I roll a bluff to act like I know exactly what's going on?
I mean, are you doing anything?
I just don't want to make it look like I'm confused.
Okay, well, he's currently staring at the plant, and Conrad's staring at him confused, so I don't know if anyone's gonna notice. So
Right,
sure.
Just the, yes, I've seen this before.
Okay, you stand in silent confidence while no one's looking.
Ha ha.
There you go. And he just is standing there staring at the plant, and he walks up and kind of scratches it a little bit more. And he starts inspecting the leaf and stuff like that, and he just starts, inspecting the plant.
And Carlos, look at Demiseries. Demiseries look worried at all.
The emissaries didn't come out.
Oh, that's right, he didn't come out. Yeah.
So, Nat, time to roll a new character sheet.
Maybe. We wait. Until then, we wait.
Nat, you lose consciousness.
Probably, but until then, we wait.
You are brought down to 0 hit points.
And we're still waiting.
And Damasir's uncle continues inspecting the plant for a few moments, scratches his ass, and heads back into the tavern.
Whoa, wait, when does she come back?
I mean, eventually.
What do you mean eventually?
I mean, it's not exactly a science.
What's the science?
I mean, we just gotta let the digestive enzymes work, and if, she survives, she'll be okay.
What do you mean? Why would you do this?
And he just continues to walk into the bar.
It just looks like you're more, just angry and confused, and he's just gonna sit down and just kind of watch the plant.
So you go back in the okay. As
So
soon
he's
as you
sitting out watching the plant.
okay, as soon as you look towards the entrance where he just left, and look back at the plant, then look back at the door, then look back at you watch as the plant and just spits up Nat.
Conrad's try to catch her if he can.
Nat, you've hit the ground at full HP, fully recovered. You feel great. And your skin feels amazing. It's a little wet, but it feels fine.
That's I feel great.
Oh, gosh, thank goodness. Conrad just sighs really.
What happened?
And you guys watch as the 2 front leaves of the plant bend down and start pushing onto the ground as you watch as this plant pulls itself out of its roots. And then the roots stands up by the roots and the roots start moving almost like an octopus at the bottom of the ocean and just starts walking away.
Conrad's just kind of moving that away from the plant and just can you stand?
Yeah, the plant passes and starts just going this direction. Just starts heading this direction. And there's all these people are just staring at this whole instant, watching this plant uproot, and it's just moving away. There's a guard off in the distance, what the? Hey!
It's a girl.
I just go over, Nat. Congratulations, it's a girl.
God,
you have no fucking clue what had just happened.
I know, that was just a joke.
You're just outside of Dick's right now. You just saw a plant get up, walk away, and you're covered in wetness.
Well, Nat is not right now.
Yeah.
What did I say, Raina?
No, you didn't specify anything. Just I was last talk.
Oh, I was just saying Nat.
Yeah, Nat's blushing a little bit when Kara told her. She's looking at him, what happened?
A lot. Are you okay? Can you stand?
I feel great. My skin's soft too. You should feel it. She's feeling it.
Maybe after you get this.
Conrad, she basically feels like she's covered in lube.
Yeah, Conrad's try to does he have anything that can just kind of wipe stuff off her face or anything?
I mean, you probably have some cloth or something.
Yeah, I probably gonna just wipe the stuff off her face. Okay,
it's all over her. It's her entire body.
Yeah. Are you gonna be okay though?
Yeah, I feel fine. Just covered in whatever this is. I was trying to shake
Damasiri's urine. Wait, no, Damasiri's uncle's urine.
With no context, she's wait, what?
Well, to catch you up to speed, Damasiri's uncle invented a new fetish, and now you feel. I assume.
That's looking at Conrad for
the very end of that broke up a little bit.
I assume. I said, Damasiri's uncle invented a new fetish, and now you're sober and feel healthy, I assume.
Okay.
Conrad's go okay, maybe don't drink anymore. Let's just.
Yeah, please don't get drunk. We have a meeting with the Sultan. Tipsy, maybe, not drunk.
That was some strong stuff. Nat says. In...
Nat, you honestly don't remember drinking. You remember
Oh.
coming down, remember saying hello, and that's it.
Yeah. It's like, is that what happened?
Yeah, you basically took a swig from Damasari's Uncle Flask, and then you were just conked out.
He's a flask too? Nice.
Yeah, don't.
Just to save on time, you guys can just call him Uncle.
How about
No
we
relations.
just recap that? That would be a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm going back and get recapped.
Speaking of, as soon as he mentions Flask, speaking of Flask, Nat, may I have your flask, please?
Well, if we're going somewhere later, I just won't drink.
I think I'd rather you not have it now. You kind of are starting to get a little dependent on that thing.
Fine. Hands it over.
Thank you. Don't worry, it'll be on my person.
I was just waiting for Raina to start drinking from it.
Oh, don't worry. I was just waiting for you guys to go in the bar, just like as soon as they walk in the bar, I'm going to take a sip of that flask.
Anyway, Kara's going to say, do you want to go back, maybe lie down?
I should be okay. I just have to dry off. Does this stuff even come off? What even is this stuff?
Hey,
I don't. Would it be nature to figure out what it is?
Sure.
One second.
Here's one.
You have no freaking clue. You've never seen a plant like that. You've never heard of a plant like that. I mean, maybe it could be the uncle's piss. You have no clue.
I have no idea what that is. Let's just get you inside, okay?
Yes,
Kara's
yes,
walking
please.
away.
Oddly enough, as you guys are standing here, like just talking and stuff, Nat, you're slowly becoming dry.
As soon as they're through the threshold of the door, I'm taking a swig flask.
Okay, I need you to roll me an endurance check.
Okay, it's not a great stat. Okay.
So wait, Raina took the flask and now is drinking from it?
Yes.
That's like, oh, come on.
18.
You automatically start puking up the fluid that you just put in your mouth.
The fuck?
You suffer 11 points of damage. As it feels like you just put straight up acid in your mouth.
55?
Does the flask look different? Oh, is it just my usual flask? I was just making sure it wasn't swished or anything, but probably.
You're inside.
Yeah. Okay.
If I puke it up, I guess it's not in my system, but...
No.
Okay.
Raina, like, you grab your lips and stuff, and there's blood. Like, parts of your lips and your tongue is missing. And you reach up, and you feel like your lip and stuff is a little bit more malleable than it should be right now.
Yeah, I'm going to take my turban off and wrap it around my face real quick. Well, actually, I'm just going to minor illusion, just have a face mask.
Okay.
I'm just going to put this in my back pocket and just like, fuck, and go straight to...
Because, yeah, you have gloves, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, every inch of me other than my face is covered in there. Just to make it easier to minor image it to look different.
Yeah, you guys watch as Raina quickly comes in after you guys with a face covering.
And I assume they just beeline it upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Kind of go like, oh god, it's not even been 5 minutes and shit's already going weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kick my door open, take out my...
Actually, give me a perception check, Conrad and Nat, because, I mean, they just bolted in, so you might actually be able to pick up.
1 second.
No, my
Minor
fault.
illusion doesn't fix everything possible.
This is true.
Wait a second. There we are.
Conrad, you notice blood.
I should check on Raina. I think he might be hurt.
You want me to come with? Nat says.
Sure. Let's go. And then Connor goes upstairs in a bit of a quick pace.
Okay. As you guys turn, you guys hear her door close. You guys get up the stairs and do not see her.
Connor's gonna go to her door.
Okay.
And then he's gonna knock, Raina, are you okay?
Fuck. I'm going to drop the illusion, like completely drop it, so the guard uniform's showing, and just open the door. Just okay. How's my face look?
Damon, how does it look?
It looks like someone just put acid in her mouth, but around the areas that look like burnt and kind of, bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the area around, like, for the most part, she looks like her normal guard, that you guys first met. But around the mouth where the wound is, you can see part of the changeling natural color and stuff.
Okay.
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, I know I was gonna be doing stuff whilst these guys are like getting their faces ripped off or something. But am I hearing the pitter patterings and the?
Yes, you just heard them.
I stormed
Cool.
up.
Yes,
So.
you would have heard it.
Yeah, just checking.
Jeez, Raina, what happened?
I look quickly, just like grab them both by the collar, pull them in, and slam the door shut again.
Yeah. What happened, Raina?
Oh, the fuck was that flask? Yeah, I'm just gonna toss the flask back.
You mean my flask?
Oh.
That's the same stuff.
I thought it just had alcohol in there, Nat.
This is the same stuff I always drink. She's like looking at it.
Do you like pop the cork and everything and check it?
Yeah, I check it.
Booze?
Yeah,
Coward's
it's booze.
Coward's gonna first off take it away from Nat and see.
Hey!
Again, we're not gonna drink anymore, okay?
I wasn't gonna drink it. Jeez.
Coward's gonna. So, is there like any furniture at all?
Yes, there's the bed.
I have the bed and a chair.
A very
From
shitty
last
chair.
time. Yes, a very shitty chair.
Coward's gonna do something real quick. He's gonna take the flask and just like pour a little bit on the chair.
Okay. You pour booze on a chair.
Any effect?
Yes, the chair is wet.
Okay. Coward's gonna touch it with his finger.
Your
The
finger's
booze.
wet.
Okay. Gotta taste it.
It's booze.
That says you hurt yourself from drinking that?
Yeah, this is just booze.
All right, I've never encountered this thing. Can I roll? What would I be able to roll to like? I'm assuming Raina's mind is swimming with thoughts, but roll like a history and arcane, something just to put together a string of thoughts on what this might be.
Mind if I say something?
I'm gonna say that Raina has zero knowledge of this.
Mind if I say something real quick in character?
This does not ring any bell to you.
I don't. I don't know
what
what the fuck this is.
I was gonna say in character. If it's not affecting either of us, you're the first one I've seen affected this badly by it. Is it something that affects changeling physiology?
I mean, what did it feel like when you drank it? Nat asks.
Well, we could go down to the general store and get you a vial of acid. Feel about the same. I pull out my crux eye and look. Damn it.
Damon,
Yeah,
you were saying when
up.
I drank Damon Sarah's uncle's booze, it said I also tasted acid.
Yeah, it's a little different.
A little different.
Yeah, his was strong booze. This is acid, basically.
Could be strong boost to Reina. You don't know.
Look, I'm not gonna say I could drink an orc on our table. I am gonna say I have been to a Royal Guards party. This isn't fucking booze.
I think the point is maybe you shouldn't hold on to the flask either.
I agree with that one. Fuck.
Are you going to be okay? Do you want Rui to check you out?
I'm gonna try something first. Raina's gonna try dropping her form.
Okay. You drop your form, your mouth still looks fucked up.
I'm going to try and like grow the missing parts back.
It's pretty much the same. It's you try to shift and move the area, nothing.
Yeah, I might need Rhea for this.
Yeah.
I will give you a thing though, is usually in the past, injuries, even if you try to shift, they still remain.
I assume. I was just wondering if this is like an adverse changeling effect. So it's like, all right, maybe I can just shift. Nope.
You don't know
just
because
an injury.
yeah, you don't know because honestly, this test, the only thing it's telling you is it's hurt.
All right. All right.
Yeah, how about I go get Rui?
Yes. Do that. I got a lot on my mind. Just get her.
Yeah. Now you want to come with real quick?
Yeah.
As soon as the doors open, just out of reflex, I shift to basic.
Yeah, I was about to actually close the door behind him.
Okay.
And then he's going to go to the girls' room and then try to open it.
It is locked. Ray, you hear someone outside your door.
Nat, do you have the key? Conrad's looking at.
I mean, don't we only get one key for each room? Nat says.
Oh, does Rui Conrad knocks on the door?
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was going to be doing my thing whilst those other going to be doing the drunken.
Honestly, yeah, it's probably been interrupted every single clash and running up the stairs, running down the stairs.
Like right before it hits your mouth, you're just like,
Sorry to ruin your moment, but
I imagine Rui is just meditating and you see her like an eyebrow twitch like every second.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
We need your help.
Everyone needs my god help. Fine. And she'll just get up and unlock the door. Is like, who's done something stupid now?
Right now.
She doesn't have a mask on. She is visibly pissed.
Are you okay? Conrad just notices probably you're Ruya for the first time, visibly pissed.
Oh yeah. Just what is it? She's just rubbing the brow of her nose.
Raina's injured. We need your help.
Where is she?
Conrad points out to the door.
Nat also points.
Cool. Just goes ahead. Walks through.
Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna see if I can just open the door and be like, and just a Raina and taking all the visual bloody effects.
Yeah.
Tell it to me straight, Doc. Yeah. Am I still hot?
Completely ignoring the comment. I was gonna say, looking at the thing, is it just clearly obvious? Looks like an acid attack.
It looks, yeah, it's pretty bad.
I imagine half my bottom lip is just gone, tongue missing, just
no
teeth shut.
Okay. She's not gonna be getting close because she doesn't need to, but she'll just start casting healing words. See if that does anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
That's your healing surge as well.
What's my healing surge?
You heal all the way up.
Okay.
It's probably gonna leave a scar on your lip. But you heal up the area.
I just go over to Raina. I just like hold it by the chin, inspect it, make sure that it's not falling apart, poke it a few times, and if it's all clear,
you see, like the healing on the bottom lip and stuff like that. You did have to restore a bit. But that part of her mouth and the surrounding area is still showing the changeling skin color.
So, am I in my normal tan self, or... Oh, that looks like a look of worry.
I was gonna say, how much would I know about changelings and being injured and form changing?
Go ahead and give me a history check. You know a lot of things that have weaknesses. Changelings, you can't remember.
Can I try recalling my past experiences with injuries? And seeing if this is abnormal. Or
You've never experienced anything like this.
I'm saying my crook's eye out and just looking at myself. The fuck? And as I'm looking at it, I'm literally shifting. I'm orc, drow, and...
Every single time you shift, that part of your mouth it's taking your actual natural form.
Fuck. I'm literally just going to throw the crook's eye onto the bed.
Okay. You said bed.
Yeah, I was tempted, I'm going to throw on the wall. No, I need this later bed.
Yeah, those are actually pretty rare. So, okay. Yeah.
Take a quick look, see if there is anything else. Right. I imagine not being able to change part of your form after injury is not something normally doesn't happen.
Well, I mean, a couple scars might show, but no, it's
Never this bad.
never part of my skin. Shit. Why am my tongue? I stick my tongue out. Is the tongue off color too?
Yes.
Oh, that's disturbing.
And since you were orc last, I believe, it is a very stark difference in color.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just gonna look back. How did this happen?
I don't even say anything. I just shove a thumb towards Nat's flask, or she has, or whoever has it.
Conrad has it. Yeah.
Just shove a thumb
Okay, I need you to tell me exactly what happened.
Sit on the bed.
Did you drink a little bit? Did you drink 5 pints? Did you go crazy like that and make sure that you're passed out afterwards?
No, it touched my tongue and I immediately puked. Oh shit. I wonder how much got in me. Oh. Outside doesn't. Did I puke up anything?
No, a little bit of just stomach bile.
Okay. I just don't want a kidney to be sitting out there well, shit.
This is good. This is going to be uncomfortable, but I need you to open your mouth as wide as you can and make sure you keep it open.
How far can I stretch my mouth with shifting abilities?
Pretty obscene, but not cartoonish.
Yeah, just unhinged like a lizard folk. Just.
Yeah, her jaw has opened a good, probably I want to say 10 or 12 inches just in diameter. It's pretty massive.
Cool, because this is just for my own fluff. I want to stick my hand in it, directly touching the part that's affected, and do what is it, holy cleansing on it, just to see if there's like suffering from any form of like diseases or anything. That come from it.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta think about this for a second.
Asking the big questions.
Yeah, I gotta classification.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the power card here if you want me to read it.
Yeah,
Also-
no, it's not your stuff, it's the other stuff.
Oh, okay. I love it when it's like that.
I mean, technically this isn't a disease, so you use it, the radiant energy, you feel the warmth rain up. But there's no change.
Real quick, before we keep on going, I want to double check. I don't think Nat and Conrad, did we move to follow her or no?
I just assumed you guys were standing like at the front of the door, right behind.
Yeah, I just assume everyone's in the door.
Okay, I want to make sure we
Or in the room.
that's where everyone was. Okay, continue.
Okay, she just like put out the hands like, okay, so that's one thing down, which I suppose is good. You're not ill. I was gonna say, come on, do you have the flask? Can I have that?
Sure. Kind of puts it over.
Cool. And she's just like gonna get a flask and just like splash a little bit on the back of Maria's hand, just to see if anything happens.
Okay. It's now wet.
Cool.
You have achieved the wet status.
Checking.
Kind of say I tried putting it on a chair and then touching it myself. It didn't have any effect.
I think this might be just me.
Yeah, Raina, can I borrow your least favorite finger?
Raina's
Just the tip
just
of your least favorite finger.
just the tips, he says. Just the tip, they say. Literally pulling off a light leather glove and just like holding out my middle finger. Go ahead.
Cool. She'll just like get the tip and just poke it inside the cup and then put it straight back out.
So are you just making it touch the? Okay. It's an endless flask.
Well, like if Raina like brings out like any sort of like in pain straight away from touching the inside of the.
So are
That's
you
okay.
making it touch the side, or are you trying to touch the liquid inside?
I'm trying to touch the liquid inside it.
Okay,
Okay.
because you can't.
I don't think
That's
really
okay,
understands the concept of it.
I'm
let's see how
trying
big
to
this
think of how
was.
to make
Okay,
it.
it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
get the
It's
finger out and I pour it out.
It's a magical flask.
I can fit a pinky in a flask.
No, what I'm saying
Okay, what
is
if
there's no liquid
What
to.
if I like go and pour
You
this
can
out?
pour it out. That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean to do.
As she
Trying
goes
to
to
figure out
pour
how
it,
to get a finger wet.
you just see Rand just like stretching her hand out further and moving as far away from the physical hand as she can be.
Okay. You take 5 points of acid damage. Oh wait, no, sorry. 2 points. Not nearly as bad as it was.
Yay, I'm back at the start of where I was earlier.
That's like, ooh.
But
As
the
soon as it happens.
But the skin on the tip of the finger has boiled up, and just like the lips, the border between where the injury is and the hand is, like that little bit of skin is now changeling color.
Fuck! Are you sure you're a doctor?
But
I
you did
worked in the
notice that
graveyard.
it was a lot less Raina.
Yeah.
Great, our doctor's a mortician.
Technically, yes.
Yeah. She just nodded and had like that slight smile behind her face. It was like, Nat, what drink is this supposed to be?
Changeling heart juice.
Bone hurting juice. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway. If I remember, Damon said it was a type of whiskey. I think I have it in my notes somewhere.
I believe it's just a tasty whiskey.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like a cinnamon, I believe, or something like
Is
that.
it
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rotund whiskey, or solid whiskey, or a sweet
Yeah.
whiskey?
I just wonder if it's like a special type of whiskey that's
Yeah.
different from normal standard whiskey.
That just says whiskey.
Give me a history check.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, Rhea, you're not allowed to make that check.
Ah. This is good.
Island, the one that's actually alcohol.
I mean, if I had another, say, changeling here, then I would do a test to see whether this affects changelings or if it's just yourself, but maybe you can't drink this drink?
Ray's gonna stand up. Well,
Allergic reaction, perhaps? Unfortunately, I'm not a brewer, so I don't know what's inside of the drink.
that's fair. Thank you for doing what you could.
Try touching it against her skin. You guys hear a voice behind you.
Who do we see?
Jacques.
Okay.
Hey, John.
Yep, that's so. She just like gets another
Ray's
another
just going.
finger and just like gently touch her.
Ray's just going
this
before
one-
this happens.
This one goes back to the this one's 13 points of acid damage as you guys see her skin sear against the flask.
That's gonna win. It's like, ooh.
As this happens, just as he says, press against her flesh. It's like, look, I don't think this is a good idea. We were gone.
Yeah, it felt like someone just literally took a hot red iron and just
Now part of the game.
Cool.
and that's
Yeah,
where we're gonna go ahead
I'm
and take
doing
a
that.
break.
Second healing mode as well.
Okay, you quickly grab the finger and heal it, but it's just like the other finger. It's
Is bones showing?
just 2 fingers. Well, she's healed you now. You're probably gonna have a scar on that second one. So your ring finger, it's definitely gonna have a scar on it. We're gonna go ahead and take a break right there.
Oh, jeez.
Rose,
Wait,
like,
the
I'll heal
doctor
you,
is
but
a
you'll
doctor of death.
Yeah.
What are you going to do next? Pour it into a saucer and put my face against it?
Good idea.
Seems like it.
Yeah. For science.
I will kill every one of you in your sleep.
Oops. That's like, hey, Raina, I have some more flask for us to share. Oops.
just single knife. Just as soon as she said, "I have a flat." No.
Again, I have said this to everyone. I am not the greatest healer.
Raina knew that. She has been holding on to that mortician joke. Well,
It is a good one because it's
It
true.
was a good one, yeah.
it's her doctor's the mortician. Ugh. Well, we know how Raina's gonna die if anything happens.
I always said Nat's philosophy the devil. I think it would be someone other than that.
What a fine day for science.
Man, that was great. I was like, oh, you're gonna take the flask? Oh, you're gonna drink out of it? Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna have to expedite that visit to the Sultan. Oh.
We come back, someone's like, right now, happened to you. He's like all half like colored, just like, so listen.
So, I
saw
want a
you 30
reassignment.
minutes ago.
Oh, fuck. I'll be right back.
So yeah, Rui is in a mood today.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It's a very different version of Rui when she's all take charge. No shit.
Yeah. I just like how still no one's doing inside joke. None. Great.
I don't think they need to.
No. They don't, to be fair.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's just, I think it's such a stark difference that they're just kind of like backing away.
Exactly, because like literally it was like you said, like she is stone cold pissed. I'm like, so Conrad's like, whoa, what the fuck? That's why, yeah, so she's okay.
I just want to put is that everyone complains they can't do insight checks because of the masks. The moment the masks come off
No
and you
one
see
does
like
it.
through motion, no one does it. Yeah.
Gotta
That
exploit
is fair,
her
though,
weakness.
But to be fair, you are being very obvious about it.
Exactly, yeah. Plus, remember, insight's not mind read, so pretty obvious what you're feeling, but it's not. We've yet to figure out why.
That's why there's, stats other than, insight. It's an amazing stat that every character has. It's called talking.
I was gonna say I don't know that stat. I've never seen that stat before.
It's hidden on the page.
Yeah.
Somehow I get a sense as Ria was doing these experiments, she had just the slightest smile on her face.
I say insight check.
I'm the DM, I don't need to. I know
Only
the
trying
answer.
to figure. Only trying to figure out if it's a race spinner or not.
No, I mean,
That's
you're
why I
doing
need a second change
your
it.
job. I am just, I'm just saying. Doesn't mean you're not going to get like some sweet revenge or enjoyment out of it.
Let me try one more time.
2 times is okay. 3 times, I gotta double check.
We're just watching this happen.
Actually, you guys just learned a lot through that little exchange.
Yes,
Cup
I
be a
know.
touchy cup. No one touched the cup.
I know what to do to Raina if she bothers me again. Just saying.
Like, Rain again.
By the way, hi, Cletus.
Now starts throwing the cup at him.
Yeah, just let you guys know when you have a magical flask, when you shake it, it feels like there's liquid in there. But when you look inside, it's like a bag of holding. It's just nothing.
Mm-hmm. Ruru has yet to understand that yet.
To be fair, she only found out that there was a never-ending flask by drinking the never-ending flask and continuing to drink the never-ending.
I know.
Continuing and continuing until she passed out.
I'm glad I didn't stop that. That was worth it.
I just think it's funny because, like, at least even Neosar, he stopped after he realized it was enough at a certain point.
I mean, doesn't mean he's gonna stop.
I know. I'm saying, like, he at a certain point realized that it was stopped, so he stopped.
I'm back.
All right. Hey, is everyone here?
No. Yes.
Maybe.
I mean, we have 4 more minutes.
All right, yeah, let's take it easy then.
That's good. I got toast on the go. I'm hungry.
I have roast beef.
Is fucking everyone having roast today but me?
Yes. It's
I
Easter.
did send mine.
Here, guess what I'm having for Easter?
Not roast?
Not
Penis?
roast.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Wine. Stale Pringles always good.
I have some 4-week-old crackers and some 5-week-old strawberry bars. but the strawberry bars have turned into bricks.
Bar. Oof.
Okay, we can start now.
Or maybe don't mind me eating that.
Oh. Sorry, I was like, yeah, we could take it easy, and immediately got impatient.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got a lot of shit to get through tonight.
And it's only been like, what, 15 minutes in the game?
It's been like maybe 20 or 30 minutes.
I know. Oh,
20, 30 minutes, someone's already been drunk, someone's already losing half a face. All
You
good.
took my face off.
You now became Two-Face.
All right, hear me out, Rio. You pour it into a saucer, and I'm gonna put half my face into it.
Good for you. If you want to do that, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, that would be the next test. Pour the liquid in something and then see if it still burns.
The thing is, though, that actually does a fair point. I just got a fun image in my head.
Out of character, I'm all for this. In character, fuck no.
Yeah, even though you're getting healed, you're still going through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically almost surmounting to torture at this point.
Quite literally, yeah. I mean, what you said was like 10, 15 damage,
Yeah.
13 damage last time.
So you're talking like that, the 13 damage to your fingertip? Yeah, it was probably down to the bone.
Mm-hmm. My bone is showing.
Not anymore. She healed it.
My bone was showing. By the end of this, I'm going to look like Freddy Krueger.
I mean, it depends on how many tests they want to do.
Rui's in her mad doctor mode, so who knows?
Well, I mean, it is a mystery. Okay, break's over.
I still have 2 more chunks in.
Well, sorry. 10-minute break is a 10-minute break.
Okay.
So Rhea just quickly grabs her finger after burning it with the flask and starts healing it.
Well, do you know what it is, Jacques?
I could take a guess. There are many old wives' tales about changeling and shapeshifters having weaknesses to certain metals, iron, silver. And while some of those do ring true in different types of shapeshifters and like creatures, most of them are false. As I'm sure she could attest, I'm sure she's touched plenty of iron.
Does the word Ellsworthian mean anything? Sure, I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I'm gonna roll a history check because I don't know if he's ever come across that name.
Raina's just there nursing her fingers. Fucking dragon to next one. Oh, holy symbol.
Oh shit. Face. He looks up. He's like, I believe he's a craftsman.
What's it called? The emissary's uncle said that they made the flask and said that was from the Ellsworthian or whatever. Did that have to do with it?
I mean, he's just a flask maker.
So it would be the material then.
Probably. He was known. He had different lines of, tankards, flasks, goblets, and the like. And his specialty was he would make one of each metal type. And that's only how many he made. So he became famous because it was every set that he made had a limited number.
Fucking flaccid this flask maker.
So, in essence, find out what the metal is and make sure Raina doesn't touch it anymore. Good to go. Allergic reaction, most likely. She's just going to get up and go back to her room and lock the door.
With the flask in hand?
With the flask in hand, yeah.
Okay.
Before she walks off, Wait, Rhea.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I want to test. I'm going to put a hand on my turban, and I'm only saying this because if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to ask you for a favor. I'm going to try a minor illusion for the skin to match whatever I'm shifted to.
You do so.
Does it work?
Yeah.
How do I look? In character asking that.
How does he look, Damon?
Oh, you're asking me?
Well, he asked in character, but we don't know how he looks. So
I just said normal.
yeah, but like I think he's asking is if the parts look mismatched.
Yes. No. It looks normal. Like it's an illusion.
Oh, okay. You look good.
Like,
I don't see any weird mismatch.
All right. Rhea,
Mm-hmm.
if anything happens to this hat, I'm going to ask you for a very fucked up question. Can I borrow your mask?
You're just like gonna get the mask like out of a bag and just gonna have a good long stare at it.
If it's a no, it's a no. But just if
No,
this illusion fails.
No, she'll just walk up to Raina and hand Raina the mask. And she just like back out and walk back towards her room and lock it.
Just look to the room. I didn't mean right now. Okay. Raina's just going to pocket the mask, be like, huh. Does she seem off to you guys?
She does, yeah. She definitely seems very off. I don't think I've ever seen her like that.
Jacques just kind of turns, walks away from the room, and goes back in his room.
Okay, yeah. You good here right now? Kara looks very exhausted at this point.
I mean, we've only been back for 10 minutes, and...
Mind you guys have only been up for a couple hours.
Yeah. He's just asking if he's good, though, or if she's good, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Ray's just looking at the mask.
Okay, I'm gonna check on Rhea. Joel. You okay with?
If you're checking on Maria, like to tag along. Maybe sit outside the door. I don't know if she wants to see me.
Okay. And Karen's gonna walk out.
Okay, Nat, what are you doing?
No flask or anything. I'm like, no drinking. Like, she's like, crap. Sorry that the flask burned your flesh, Raina.
No, don't be sorry. It's a hell of a defense system. You know.
Yeah, she's like kind of worried about the thought of that. Just burning people like acid. But...
Don't worry, it's a defense system, but solely for me.
We'll look into it, Nat says. Until then, I'll be downstairs. And Nat goes back downstairs.
Ray is just going to have a contemplative moment, so I'll see.
Okay, so you're not following over to the door?
I mean, I am, but I'm not going to interact unless it's just like, what the fuck? I'm not going to interact. I'm just...
Okay. Nat, where are you
eavesdropping, essentially. Eavesdropping with a permission.
Well,
Nat, where are you going?
Not drinking, just heading downstairs. Just gonna find a chair and sit.
Conrad, you walk up to the door.
Yes. And Karen's gonna knock. Ruya, are you all right? Any response?
You just do like a deep sigh and like imagine the door lock just unlock a little bit. Otherwise, no words.
I think. Oh, sorry. Just no words. Or like, is she open the door?
You hear the
I-
door lock.
No,
You hear-
unlock.
Okay. Unlock?
Yes,
okay,
it's unlocked.
Conrad's gonna open the door and go like, you okay?
She's like, they can kind of see her. She's still like, she's trying to focus in on the ground. Like, she's trying not to pay attention to as little things as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like, I just got a lot to think about. And
What do
every
you
time
got?
I go to,
Talk about.
I was like, every time I think about it, I don't know.
Think about what?
Say, I.
Can I do an insight check to see if like struggling with something?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's really necessary for an insight check in this one. It seems pretty obvious. I mean, she's like, she looks like she's struggling to get the words out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like you're struggling with something, Maria. I'd like to help if I can.
I don't think this is something anyone can help with. And given the subject matter, Conrad, I don't think it's a subject that you want to speak about either.
Guys, look at her like, is it with your god?
Yeah. Silent nod.
Have you, Guards, like, look at her like, have you tried praying?
I've been trying to until people started getting their faces burnt off and interrupting. It's like, I don't mean that in a bad way. I get it. I get it. I just need time. Time to think.
I'll get you some time. I'll tell everyone to leave you be for a bit. But, you know, you don't have to lock yourself away if you're struggling with something. You know?
To be fair, there's only one person that can really answer this question. And, well, she's just gonna like point up into the sky. It's like just a celestial being. Yeah. If you need me, you know where I am.
Yeah, it's just, you know. I'll make sure you're okay as well. I mean, I know things happen between you and this is your first kind of experience with that kind of thing.
Yeah. And like, as soon as she like mentions shock, she's just gonna go back down into trying to not think.
Yeah, I'm trying to like. I definitely think that was an insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely bringing up Jacques. Definitely, you get the sense that that's at the center of things.
I mean, I can understand that your god definitely has certain reservations of undead, but he wasn't undead at the time.
That's not the point that I still knew before. And I still know now. And that's not the issue, so to speak.
So what is it?
It's part of... I don't know if I should care. I mean, let's face it. How many clerics do you know that go around fooling with undead? Normally it's, you go out to the graveyard, you smite them, then you lay them to rest, and then that's it, that's your night done. You don't think about, oh, I'm going to be having a drink with this person later this evening. Oh, by the way, they're undead. That was something never brought up.
Well, might sound A little heartless considering, but, certain things the gods may not have all the answers. I'll just say that. But that's my experience, not yours.
Yeah. Well, either way, I still need to have to talk with my one.
Yeah.
Do like a slight chuckle, but it's like half-hearted.
I'll leave you to your time, and so I want to back off a bit. But if you do need to talk, I'm always here. And then he's gonna lock out the door and close it.
Okay.
Card is a bit of a sigh, and then is that out of curiosity? Is that the day in the hallway still?
That's downstairs.
Okay.
Right, for context, Raina is literally just sitting next to the door on the ground and just like half-heartedly trying to joke around with the dragon girl, but just like her heart isn't even in it.
Oh, so you were talking the whole time? Give me a...
No, not really talking. Just kind of like messing, just like, all right, she's not even paying attention. It was one of those.
Still give me a perception check.
I do that. I do.
You missed parts of it.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
You get the general sense of it.
Yeah, the whole goal of it was just be like, look, if I need to come out and apologize for something, I was going to be here on those moments.
Well, Conrad has stepped outside of the door and has closed it.
Mm-hmm.
So how's she doing?
And the dragon girl's no longer sitting out in front of the door. Just FYI.
I figured.
She just needs some time to herself. Let's just kind of give her some space for now.
Fair enough. Suppose actions. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Let's just head downstairs.
Yes,
It starts heading down there.
Okay.
For idea, I'm just in guard right now, but using the hat one's worth.
I figured. Okay, Nat. You come down the stairs after seeing your cleric basically torture your rogue.
With my flask.
And yeah, with your flask, the thing of much enjoyment is now causing someone pain.
Let's be honest. Booze brings both joy and pain.
Yeah.
You come down the stairs, and there's Cletus, Emissaries, and his uncle just kind of sitting at the bar, or at the table.
Not just grabs a seat at a table, just sits and waits.
Okay. They are currently talking about Bommel, which was this really, really, really kind of drunk and stupid guy. He was kind of stupid to begin with, but he was also kind of a drunkard. Not that great of a warrior, but he was stupid enough where you could send him into danger, and he wouldn't really care. And they're just kind of going back and forth about like tales and stuff of stupid, idiotic things he did.
Yeah, that had like an elbow on the table with like a fist to her cheek, just thinking. But then she's hearing the story, and now she's just listening intently.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to hear him go back and forth. You're hearing a little bit about the herd.
But that's what she's doing.
Okay, and after a few moments, I suppose Conrad and Reyna, what are you guys doing?
Heading downstairs. That's what Conrad's doing anyway.
Reyna?
Downstairs, and
after a few moments, you guys see Conrad, about like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. You see Conrad and Reyna coming downstairs together.
That does like a little bit of a wave, like, hey.
Conrad is way back.
half-hearted 2 finger salute.
That's still remembering all the burns. It's like, oof.
And Garment's gonna go up to the table. So Marie just needs a little time to herself. Just to let you guys know. So just try not to bother her.
Okay, the emissary says. So since I got most of you guys here, and you can let the rest of them know. Remember I said I was gonna be heading out for a while.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow.
Okay.
My uncle, he has, some stuff he needs to take care of in Elois. And I'm gonna go with them so he can teach me the last secrets of my herd.
Out of curiosity, the uncle's right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Be sure to take care of our guy.
Of course, I'll take care of this little pissant.
Kind of does a little smile at that.
Ray is gonna give a little. I'm gonna mess you.
I mean, I'll be back. The uncle goes, yeah, I'll just be stealing them for a little bit, maybe a month or so.
I'm gonna like deadpan to the uncle. Teach him how to bathe, at least.
He bathes as much as anyone else in our herd. Are you trying to say something about the herd?
No, I'm trying to say I don't like him. His cock stinks.
I mean, technically, he was freshly bathed.
Yeah,
She still doesn't like it.
Wait, are you? That's not.
David there kind of has this look on his face, like, and he just takes his drink. And then he sets his drink down. Yeah, and I don't like a stinky snatch either, but you don't hear me complaining.
Just a smile, just like, I needed this.
It took that entire time for him to come up with that comeback.
I know. Raina knows, dude. Just like, I'm just waiting. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you time. For real, though. Just don't die while you're gone. We can see what can happen in 10 minutes.
Don't worry, lass. I'll just make him take care of my light work.
Your light work. I
Still
can't
got
imagine.
Still got 3 of that party when you get back. And like Nat winks at him with thumbs up.
It's always a party where I'm at.
He's not wrong.
As he finishes off his mug of ale, which was almost full.
Uncle, I do have a question.
Yeah.
What souvenir should I expect the emissaries to bring back?
A few scars.
Nothing shiny then?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I just give like the emissaries like annoying, which is like, hopefully you'll have something to.
I mean, it's not like we're exactly going where people are.
Where are you going?
From here we're heading up north.
What is north of here?
Nothing. Nothing but barren mountains. Used to be giant folk back in the day living up there, but they abandoned it a few hundred years ago. Nothing but desolate mountains, and that's it.
So what work is there to be done there?
Oh, to make it not a mountain, or to make it not a barren mountain.
Oh, planting?
The emissaries looks over. Yeah, my uncle, he's the master of the green of our herd.
Oh, so like a druid.
Well, and the uncle laughs. Let's just say, I've spent a lot more time in nature than I have with people.
It shows.
Yeah, that's why, and Daemissaries goes, that's why he doesn't have a name.
Oh. I was wondering about what to call you.
Yeah, and the uncle goes, yeah, I just, I gave it up years ago. It's part of the process of becoming the master of the green, and the only person in the herd allowed to travel.
So would Master of the Green be an appropriate title?
Nah.
What if I called you Uncle Green?
No.
Grunkle?
No.
Dario.
No.
Kind of chuckles a little bit at that.
I'll stick with Uncle then.
Cletus goes, Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah.
The uncle goes, no. And then he thinks about it.
Jolly Green Giant it is.
No. No, that sounds silly.
Yes, that's why it fits.
He just kind of leers at you a little bit. Still smiling.
Am I wrong?
Whisper
So
that?
What?
Do you whisper that?
I mean, not low enough for the table tonight.
Okay. You just said it quieter, so I didn't know if you were in.
It was just more of just like a sultry, like, oh, not a whisper, but just kind of like, not boisterous as the.
Too easy.
yeah, so Constance, so Reyna, when did we get to meet the Sultan?
I think you'll find out as soon as.
Okay, so we're just gonna just sit around until then.
That's usually how these things go. He'll send for someone to fetch us. That, or we'll have someone dig into our.
You're breaking up really bad.
Sorry, talking quieter with my phone.
Still
wow,
breaking up bad.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing. All right, hold on a second.
Was it just me or?
No, it was that as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, bad.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, better.
Do re mi. Do re mi. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Either someone will come fetch us, or someone else will dig into our brains, and by then you'll kind of know what we need to be.
Fair enough.
That's like making a face like, why did they have to say it like that?
I mean, the Illithid has a much nicer way of saying it. I couldn't remember it for the life of me, but it's a much nicer way.
Nat shudders from hearing Illithid inside your brain.
Sorry, tentacle face person. Is that better?
She shrugs.
Having zero context, Reyna.
Guards gonna go to Nat. Hey, do you mind if I talk to you for a little bit?
Sure.
Guards like upstairs.
Hey, I mind. I can't eavesdrop that way.
Guards gonna look at right. It's like, okay, just stop.
Hey, I'm trying to cheer up here. Yeah. I promise you I won't eavesdrop on this one. Not because I don't want to. I'm just lazy.
Okay, where do you guys go?
To the guys' room.
Okay.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, you guys ended up in the plane of fire.
Cozy.
No.
No, it's not. It's not.
Nah, we're on fire.
Even Nat would be like, fuck, this is hot!
That's me saying.
I know they had a heated relationship, but this has gone too far.
Okay, you're in the room.
So kind of go. Alan, I was wondering if you wanted to maybe discuss how things went in the Heroes Rest.
Well, if we're going to be discussing things, it might as well be, well, we have a room to ourselves for once.
Yeah.
Privacy is quite rare around here.
It is, and I figured it's a good place to need to just talk and see how
Yeah.
things stand.
Nat just grabs a seat on the bed.
Cards sound as well.
What's this? It's surprisingly fresh and clean compared to your guys' bed, Nat.
Oh, no dust. Nat says as she.
No dust, nothing. It actually smells pretty nice.
Okay, I'm kind of jealous, but anyway.
Because I have the wizard in your room.
So, Madeline, I have my own thoughts about what happened, but I do want to know where you're thinking as to where things are. You did say some things in the room.
Yeah, I did. Like, my thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, I meant what I said. And yeah, she's like looking at him, like kind of rubbing the back of Raina. Yeah, Nat just says, I meant what I said. She's like rubbing the back of her head.
I took that. It was very sweet of you to say that. You are definitely my best friend amongst the group. The thing is, Madeline, I definitely felt like you needed something. You, even in the Hero's Rest, you definitely seemed like you were looking for something. I wanted to make sure you were willing to along.
You're repeat that. You're making sure she was what?
She wasn't alone. Sorry, can you hear me correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll say, Nat, it was a very nice night, and I just at the same time don't want you to feel compelled like you have to rush into anything. You went through a lot in a short period of time, and I don't think rushing into one thing immediately. There should be no pressure into that.
Yeah, Nat thinks about it for a moment.
Yeah, can I do an insight check to see how she's just like absorbing all this? Hello?
Damon? Damon?
Sure. I was muted.
Okay, yeah. Damon just didn't want to eavesdrop on the conversation.
No, you're supposed to.
Nope, falling asleep. Sorry, I'm tired.
It's okay.
Aw.
He can always watch the archive.
Natural
Oh, wow.
20.
I can read your soul, Matt. What is going on?
You already got the body. Now you're trying to go for the soul.
No, but is this Raina pretending to be Conrad using ballista?
Okay.
No, currently they're pretending to be emissaries. Joking.
Okay. In the regards of what Nat's feeling, she is thinking. She's trying to figure out.
She looks very conflicted.
Yes.
Confused. Very lost in thought, but still attentive. But you can tell there's a lot buzzing around in her head.
Okay. And then Guy will just say, I can realize if this is a lot to take in at once, and we can talk another time if you need some time to digest this.
No, now it's fine. I mean, she's like gently patting him, like pat.
And Guy will just say, I'll just go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Like she's saying secure. No, you go ahead.
You hang up first. No, you hang up first.
I'm saying that if you want things to continue a certain way, they can. But Arturia, I want you to understand something, that I love pain. He actually has a very straight, like, like serious face on that when he says that, right? And you're a very close friend, my best friend. And Pain and I have an understanding of things that, like, wherever or whoever I'm with, that I'm with her, and that's just true. That my heart lies with her. If you want things to go a certain way, they can. But I was letting you know that's anything else beyond that I can't offer you.
Then why were you kissing me and holding my hand during sex? Then she asked that.
Yeah. Just as doesn't mean I don't feel passionate a certain way about you.
Wait, repeat that.
Doesn't mean I don't feel passionate a certain way about you.
Raina.
Quit paying attention to the chat.
I know.
Doesn't mean he doesn't feel a certain passion towards Nat.
Yeah.
Okay. The night was certainly something to remember, and I was still enjoying the thoughts until, Raina brought up pain.
Question, because can I continue my nat 20 insight on that, or do I have to roll another one?
No, it's still pretty obvious.
So she's still very conflicted from what it looks like.
It's just a lot.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Stop reading, Jesus.
I'm easily distracted.
And stop messaging when people are trying to do scenes.
I was trying to do an okay hand.
Damon's into this. Stop it. Damon's into this.
Out of character, comments on this deep talk. Nat, can you please stop looking at your phone for 5 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm making alternate universal Pat. I'm drawing that.
All right. So, sorry. Out of character. Get back into it.
Yes, of course.
And scene.
No, she said I definitely shared a lot of passion for you too, since we're being honest. And she's like a little embarrassed about it.
He's a patter a bit.
I'm just picturing you both patting each other.
Yeah.
Never said you stopped. Here from another room. Just fuck already.
We've certainly had a history, haven't we?
We have.
And she does smile at that.
And then Kara will just kind of push her hair a little bit, because I'm sure she's kind of looking a little bit down. Very amazing woman, that.
You're an amazing guy, Conrad. And she says, well, you're right. A lot of stuff did happen, but we'll see where it goes. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's all up to you. I'll just say that. If you want to just be friends, I'm totally fine. If you want something a little more, then it's ultimately part of, this experience is maybe you should try to find something that makes you happy.
She nods. Until then, I guess we... And she jokingly says, won't be in the same room.
So, out of character, can you repeat that? It kind of came out fuzzy.
Sorry. And Nat jokingly says, so we won't be in the same room?
Not unless you want to be. He kind of smiles.
Questions for later, Nat says.
Maybe just ask next time.
Raina, you said you wouldn't be listening in.
I'm not listening.
But I'm glad we talked about this now while we had privacy.
Yeah.
And in my head canon, you guys are still patting each other. But
Yeah.
just
It kind of is.
I was trying so hard not to say, give him a good Christian side hug.
Nat does hug him, though.
Hard hugs there as well.
You ready to go back downstairs?
If you want to.
You might want to readjust his sword first.
Roll that will check notes.
It was yeah, you gave him a hug and man, his sword. Oof, really need to adjust it. It's poking right into you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, apparently it is.
Look down though. He's not wearing his swords. I'm kidding. It was a dick joke. Or am I? I don't
The
know.
swords are on his back.
We
That's
need to
a
know if
weird
it's what's
fucking
real or
comment.
not for role-playing context.
I mean, that's up to Conrad, I guess.
That's a good point. Let's see. Sure, why not?
Oh dear God.
Did we say,
Or out.
oh, thank God.
Oh dear God.
Did Conrad say yes to having a boner?
You feel
Oh,
something
good.
poking you, Nat.
I'm gonna need more whiskey.
That's like blushing and says, it's poking me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those, I guess all that talk last night got me excited.
Okay, enough side stuff.
No,
Okay,
no,
people
seriously.
know what's going on.
That's face right now. That says,
I
Okay.
want just.
that says,
Your
What?
Nat's face just goes beat red.
that says, that's okay. It happens.
Hang on, can I do another insight real quick?
No,
No. Oh.
her face is beat red.
Can I please do something?
No, you're downstairs.
Fuck.
I know. Seriously, you guys gotta stop backseat.
Yeah,
RPing.
yeah.
Seriously.
Fine.
That's like the 4th or 5th time this session.
Actually, to be fair, I'm by the other side of the.
And I can't help reading it. I eat
I'm
that
pretty
stuff
sure I
up.
could hear everything.
I have a backseat RPer. Okay, I apologize.
Okay, back to the 2 people.
I know. Seriously, it feels like a crowd's watching us. Nat.
Nat's staring at it. Do you need a minute? Or she's like poking the tips of her fingers together, like.
Sorry, I'm a little embarrassed.
Me too.
I'm just saying, they've done it before.
I'll think about it. She's like,
Yeah,
still
don't
pretty
worry.
red. And now it just goes like one or two more like. Well, she gets like one or two pats to like his chest, and it's like, I'll give you a minute.
Okay,
And
so yeah.
she stands up. She is also aroused, but trying not to say anything, and just walks out the door.
As you go to leave the door, you turn the knob and go to push, and you feel the door like just give as Damasaries is standing there.
No, damn series. That face is still like shown in the picture. Like,
What? Get the fuck out of my way! He just kind of pushes you out of the way, goes over to the bed, grabs his stuff, turns around, and walks back out.
that's like,
Thank God you guys didn't do anything because you guys didn't know this, but Reno would. Yeah, Damasaries and his uncle were going to pick up supplies to go on the trip while you guys were waiting, and so he was coming up to get his stuff. Thank God you guys didn't get into something, because Damasaries was coming up to grab his shit either way.
I just wanted to kick the door open, say, "All right, my curiosity can't be sated." Oh, hi.
that's like, oh right, this is their room. She is red, aroused and defeated. She just goes downstairs.
Okay. You go downstairs and you see Damasaries going up to his uncle, his uncle is standing up. Cletus is also standing up.
So Damasaries is leaving then,
What?
or getting his stuff.
Yeah, he just grabbed his stuff. You don't know.
Oh. Hello again, Damasaries. And that says she's still red. And slightly steamed.
Let everyone else know. I mean, well, I already told Cletus, but me and my uncle are gonna go out to pick up stuff for tomorrow. We'll be back in a little bit.
That nods. Okay.
And he like takes his large hand and just ruffles all the hair on your head. It's a mess now. And he just walks out.
That does smile at him now.
As soon as Damasaries walks out, Ryan's gonna say something. Who's gonna yell out some? When you get back, my door's open.
I mean, yeah, I'll find you guys.
Well, fine, fuck me.
You're also trying to make like subtle things with not the smart guy in the group. Okay, like you can't be upset with him. He doesn't get it.
As soon as I realize he can't roll insight, see if he doesn't get it.
I mean, it's not really.
It's obvious.
You know that the guy can't count.
I just go. As soon as like K, I'm just going to go. Oh, just fuck me already. Just pinching her nose.
Nat finds a table.
Wait, did you say that loud enough?
What's the bar look like?
I mean, there's a few people starting to wake up.
Yeah, fuck, I'll say it loud enough.
Damasaries goes to open up the door and stops. His uncle stops right behind him. Turns back and looks at you, then looks at his uncle. And looks back at you. He's like, he just throws his bag at his uncle. He's like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And he walks past you, grabs your arm, and just starts pulling you upstairs.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Nat gets on the earring. Nat gets on the earring. It's like, look out, Conrad.
Ryan's just like, I'm not stopping this. It's just like still in the pose with pinching the bridge of her nose. Just like, all right, come on, as she's being carried.
He takes you up to your room.
Oh my goodness!
He kicks open up the door and literally throws you on the bed. And by the time you hit the bed and you're like, whoa, I'm on the bed, like he's already like halfway taking off his side shoulder buckler and stuff. Like yeah. No roll necessary, you guys. He does one last little shebang.
For my character's piece of sanity, that whole Nat Comrade bit and our Rainer and Damasaries bit, did she just automatically hear all of that go on?
We'll get to that.
She's very pissed. She's very pissed.
But it is only, but he does have places to go, so it is short, but it is, just as expected as the Mountain of Emissaries. And he finishes and he's like, okay, I gotta go, and he's like struggling to put his stuff back on.
I'll assist in putting stuff back. I'm just like, all right, now I'm just gonna do the Italian mother now play nice with the other herds. It's just to annoy him.
Now play nice, Duncan.
Yes, essentially.
And like a kid freaked out from waking up late to school, he is frantically just like,
And he just runs out. It's like, you forgot your bag.
Oh no, I gave it to his uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he quickly darts downstairs to his uncle, and his uncle
So,
like against the wall.
wait. When he passes by Nat, Nat's like has her hands on her like legs and like her thighs are like rubbing together, and she just sees Demetrius running by, and she says, "Lucky."
Yeah, he's like still putting stuff together as he's coming down the stairs, and his uncle just laughs, throws his bag back at him, and he's like, "I'll be back later," and he just leaves.
Have fun. That's
Just Cletus and you are just sitting there in the bar watching all this happen. Probably. Yeah. So Conrad, did you want to leave the room after? Because it was like 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So, anyway, yeah, once things are taken care of, he will head back downstairs.
Okay. Marina, are you just gonna lay in?
After D is done, just Raina comes downstairs, hair messed up, and a cigarette in one hand. She's like, okay, now I'm back to myself.
Yay.
Okay. Maria.
Hello.
You get to your room, and you sit down.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Just gonna make sure the doors I could do it, and I was already in my room.
Yeah.
Type in, yeah. No, as soon as I come and left, she'll just make sure that the door's locked. She'll just close it, go back to the bed, do a deep sigh, and get into like a whole meditative, say, pose to get into the zone, try and calm and relax her breathing, so to speak, and start doing the prayer gestures that she has. Like,
Okay.
yeah. No.
What do you say?
My queen, forgive me for my trespasses and this selfishness once more, but I have many questions. I've always tried my best to help those.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to talk, and you get to that part, and you notice something. Like the acoustics in the room have changed.
Okay. I'd say just like everything just sounds different.
You can hear your, like you're kind of praying to yourself in the room, and you could hear, your words cascade against the wall, like, normal reverberation and acoustics in the room.
Mm-hmm.
But then it changes as you begin to speak, and it sounds a little bit more echoey, like almost like you're in a massive chamber or something.
Mm-hmm. No. Should just continue saying a prayer, trying to keep her breath as calm as she can, type of thing. So I've always tried my best to help those vented from rest in peace for thee, and so they can do so. Whether that's just sitting by their grave and no one else has, or smiting, say, their lifeless body when they begin to stir, and then placing them back to their rest. I never did think, though, that at my time in the graveyard, one of those creatures would make me hesitate. That one would talk and respond to my.
As soon as you say
Hmm?
hesitate,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a soft, cold hand touch your face.
Yeah. Should I do like a slight try not to cry out fully, but she's like gonna start weeping a bit.
Do you open your eyes?
Yeah.
You are no longer in the room.
Mhm.
You find yourself on a long, stretched bench made of onyx. And there, standing before you, up above you, is your lady. I could
No, she's just.
sense. I could sense your conflict, my child. You seem different. The threads of your destiny seem to have intertwined, twisted, separated, and come back together again in a very short time. Continue, my child.
I just never thought that I'll have like, I guess what people would consider a normal, healthy conversation with one of his kind. You know, you don't. I don't expect that I go out to a tavern and have a drink with a ghost next to me, or in this case, that night it was of ignorance and bliss at the same time, and I just want to. It hurts
Just
to.
hear a very
Yeah.
deep chuckle. And you saw her and she is massive just like normal. But
Mm.
as she begins to softly laugh, she starts to like almost kneel down and like come down towards your level a little bit, and she almost seems to shrink in size. Almost to a normal size female size. And she's just kind of bends down towards you, and you feel the cold, soft hand touch your chin and raise your head up towards her to make you gaze at her solid white porcelain mask.
Yeah, it does so.
Your destiny was hidden from me for a while, child. You left this place, didn't you?
Um,
And if I wasn't sure of myself, it almost sounds like you've fallen in love or met someone.
yeah, she'll just quietly nod.
Tim, isn't it? The Forsaken one?
I was gonna say, is there any trick I need to do to guess who she's referring to, or can I just automatically guess that?
I mean, you can assume anything you want. I'm just gonna say good luck inciting a god.
Yeah, I know. Fantastic. Naturally won't get you that. If by Forsaken you mean the vampire, yeah, yeah. But I don't, I don't know how I should feel. It's like,
She puts a finger to your lips. You know what he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're supposed to do with something like that. But he is unique. And she stands up and she starts to turn and walk away from you. And as she walks away, her size kind of like regrows. And she walks over and against the wall, barely visible. Even with your dark vision, you find yourself again in the same chamber that you had before. Kind of like the outside details of everything. It's so dark, even your dark vision can't see through past it. Like the shadow here is almost like a regular shadow to normal people, but it's for you. Like drow, shadows really aren't a thing. But here it is, and it's really kind of weird. But she walks up and you see a gigantic fucking tapestry. Go ahead and give me a religion check. Okay. You've seen this before. It's a kind of basic representation of the cosmology of, the universe. It shows the mortal world surrounded by the Feywild and the Shadowfell, and it shows the upper planes, the lower planes. You've seen it before.
Mhm.
But she walks up and she grabs the side of the tapestry. I've seen many threads of fate in my long, long existence. And she pulls on the side of the tapestry, and you see that she pulls the thread from it. And she begins to start walking away from the tapestry towards you. And as she does, she just starts pulling on the tapestry. And you can see it start undoing it itself. But the thread of fate of you and your companions are more twisted, concealed, and broken I have ever seen. And she continues to walk towards you. And you see as the cosmology behind you begins to start just ripping apart. But what this means, I do not know. Whether you will all be a boon, or the greatest disaster to fall the universe, that is yet to be seen. And she continues to walk closer and closer towards you as, again, just row by row, the planes just start to disappear, then it starts eating into the mortal world, just continues all the way through. Now, my child, you come to me with this conflict and search for an answer I cannot give. So I look to you. What do you think? As she hands you the thread.
Did you say she was just showing me the thread, or should I just want to say
She
give it to me?
handed you the thread.
Okay. Yeah. It
And
looks like a good.
It's still connected to the tapestry. There's only a little bit of the tapestry left.
I done a long hard think, like looking back at the tapestry, looking at the spin, thinking inside herself, like. If I could end that and give him that piece that he wants, then yeah, I'll give that if he wants. I know he wants to take out the Pan Pan people, and I think they're the ones that's possibly doing the harm, and if he's gonna be useful in regards to that, then I want, at the very least,
She
keep
starts
him around.
laughing.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no. What do you feel?
See, in the deepest depths of my heart. I want to stay by your side.
I did not ask of me. I asked of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, did you say his side or your side?
Yeah, his side.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thought you
Yeah.
said your side.
Yeah, no.
Reverse that. She never said it.
Yeah. No.
She just kind of looks at you, then looks towards back at the tapestry. You know what it is, and you know what you must do. But, like I said, your thread of fate is very unclear, and so is his. And she gestures towards what you're wearing. Do you know what that is, my child?
I understand it to be an armor of someone who worshipped you?
No.
Hmm?
There are many types of armor out there worn by people who worship me. That is a piece of my divinity. That armor shows that you are a champion to my grace. Continue with him. Observe him. If he does anything that betrays life and the path of death, you know what you must do. But for now, I leave it in your hands. And she looks at the thread.
Oh, so you cut out for me the side bit there, right at the end.
Okay, she says, for now, I leave it in your hand, and she thread.
Okay. Yeah. She just like holds out the thread and continues looking and just like closes her hand like to make a bow. It's like, thank you.
Wait, do you pull on the thread?
I'm not pulling on it. I just meant to leave it in her hands. I don't know if she wants to take it or me keep it. Or she wanted me to keep it. I don't know.
No, she's just looking at the thread in your hand.
Ah.
She's not. She doesn't look like she's gesturing to take it back or anything. She said it was in your hand.
Yeah, she just like clasps like the hands together, sort of enclosed, not firm, but she's just clasping it, like. I'll keep watching out. And I'll do what I feel I need to do.
And she nods at you.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes the thread from your. She reaches down and gestures towards the thread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give to her.
And you can't tell, but you swear there's a smile underneath the mask as she just yanks really hard on the thread, and the entire tapestry just falls down. Just keep in mind, my child, that fate, it may be my domain, but even I do not control it. Be careful.
I will. I will.
And then you
Should
hear
do like a
"Arr!"
slight smile back.
Then you hear "Arr!" behind you as three crows fly up and perch behind her. And the crows just kind of look down from her shoulder at you. She looks over at the crows, looks back at you, reaches down, brushes the hair out of your face, and through that action, you kind of like close your eyes as the hair crosses across your eyelashes. And as soon as you open them, you're back in the room.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Should I just like stand up and like just move the hair out of her
Go ahead and give me an
face?
insight.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you do this to me, Rita? Why?
It's something. It feels like you were missing something on that. Like
Yeah.
it feels like the exchange, like there was something, like there's some intent that she was trying to get past to you, but it's just unclear. The wisdom of God just seems so far out of your reach. You understand that you think you got something not necessarily wrong, and on top of that, she seemed a little different this time.
Yeah.
Just notes for you.
It's good. I should do like deep sigh, like. Okay. Okay. Should I? I was gonna say she'll take out her journal that she has and she'll just start like drawing the 3 crows that she saw. Oh, you did say they were crows, right? Not ravens?
Ravens, crows, you know what I mean.
Okay, just triple checking.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was a one like full size large raven and then 2 smaller ones.
You know, she'll just like I said, she'll draw the birds as in how she saw them perched on the back.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Guess she'll just like continue to do that as she thinks about what was just being said and discussed.
Yeah, it ain't no Rembrandt, but it'll do the job.
Yeah.
Okay, how long do you sit and contemplate that?
I'm just nothing. Probably good 30, 45 minutes, depending how long it took for her to draw the fin.
Okay. Probably only about 20 or 30 minutes then.
Fair enough. You know.
Finishing a full drawing in 20, 30 minutes? What are you, fucking Houdini?
I mean, given her artistic skill.
3 ravens. I'll say about 30 minutes.
Yeah, but she's also
I
not
have
like
no.
she's also not like an artist. She's
Yeah.
drawing it.
I'm a doodler.
She
I do.
yeah, doodle. It's not like she's going for like detail and
I
shading
know.
and like going all these like individual feather work with like this cool background effect and no.
It's just like 3 birds, like straight birds. It's like, okay, there you go.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to be like 3 stick figures.
Yeah, it's not exactly stick figures, but it's also not like like photorealistic. Yeah.
We got it. Googly eyes.
You know how you kind of draw like an elongated M for like when a bird is flying? Like that.
Just two like smaller ones and one bigger M, and it's like yay.
You just draw one bird, but you just copy paste 2 smaller ones next to it.
Yeah. No.
Okay. You finished with that.
With nothing happens in the meantime, she'll just like pick up stuff and just see if the dragon girl's out in the hallway.
You poke your head out, and you see the backside of Reyna walking down the stairs, and no dragon girl.
Do I hear the door open?
You just got into the bar.
Okay.
Should I go over to Jacques' door and listen to see like if he's like making any noises or if anyone's there?
Give me your perception check. Okay. You hear of course I had to be you doing this. You hear very softly, a very soft female voice, speaking in a language you do not know. Not really speaking, more like singing. It almost sounds like the little girl is singing a lullaby or something in the room.
She just smile at that, back away quietly and head downstairs.
Okay. You see ass end of Damasaries is heading out, and Reyna's hair messed up, smoking a cigarette, and everyone else just kind of like looking around, kind of like flabbergasted, slightly confused, slightly flustered. It's a mix of things. But what else do you expect?
That's hot and bothered and defeated.
You know, Natalie, I want this table can fix that.
I don't think she said that out loud.
Probably.
I mean, if I would notice, I would.
I mean, there might need to be like a deep insight check on that one.
Maria levels of inside checks.
34.
Fair enough.
She seems flustered.
Just lean over. I'm just going to whisper this. You know, if you need that fix, I'm sure you can ask someone at this table.
She looks in the opposite direction.
Funny, because I don't actually think anyone's at the table. I think you guys right now in this moment are all just standing.
Yeah, someone standing.
I'm sure Nat found a table. Sat down, but
Technically, by the timeline, you were coming down. You were in the bar. Damasaries got up and left. That's when he ran upstairs, came back downstairs, and then they left.
All right,
this is downstairs. So Conrad and Reyna just came downstairs, and Nat is standing or sitting there.
Sitting.
Yeah. It's been
so this is genuinely how I think it happens. Reyna sees it, pulls up a chair so they're the only two at the table. Goes, so anyone at the table could probably fix that. Just with her as the only person there.
Conrad, what are you doing?
After things are done, he's just gonna head downstairs.
Yeah, you already said that.
All right.
Do once you're downstairs.
That's why I said you were downstairs.
They haven't eaten yet.
Not for a while. I mean,
I think we ate
3
last
hours.
it's been a few hours. You could eat.
Yeah, probably. Kyle's just gonna sit down and read his book, probably.
Okay.
The last time we ate was when we all shipped together.
Maria, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say she was making her way downstairs.
Yeah, you're
To
downstairs.
check it. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I should make her way to a table if she sees everyone.
Okay.
I would wave her over.
Hi, Ria. Nat says.
Here are you.
Hello. She just like sits down.
And as soon as you go to sit down and just take a breather, you guys hear the door open and on Dix's. As you guys spot a palace guard frantically looking around. And then they see you, and they come over. And the guard runs up to you, Reyna stands at attention, salutes, like very serious, like, His Majesty and Kane I mean, Sir Kane and His Majesty would.
Yeah,
like...
just all right. Just chill there. Don't
Yeah,
bust a gasket.
you've never seen this guard before.
You knew?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm just gonna like adjust his uniform. Like, you know, when a superior officer walks up and just adjust your collar, be like, this is.
Yeah, surprisingly though, you adjust everything, but everything was still perfectly in place. Surprisingly.
Pat the shoulders. Huh. They're training you guys pretty well. All right, speak clear and concise.
Yes, ma'am. Sir Kane and His Majesty has requested your presence at the palace.
All right, that's our cue, boys and girls.
Finally, Nat says.
All right, let's get going.
Okay, just to be aware, it's just you four.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys just head to the palace with the guard?
Jacques.
Oh, yeah. I'll go get him.
Okay.
I think he might be sleeping, and she'll just head up.
And Sin's already at the palace, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
You have no fucking clue where. It's a big palace.
I'm sure if Sin is with who I think he is, you don't have to worry.
But Rhea, you head up to the door.
Yeah. I'll just like gently knock on it. Like, am I okay to come in?
Please, do not enter. Yes.
I believe we need to go to the palace now. They're waiting for us. Are you gonna be okay to come, or do you want me to say that you're sleeping?
Please just go on without me and inform me of the information when you return. I'm too weak. I can't go out in the sun right now.
Okay, that's okay. Take it easy. Sure. No.
I'm sorry.
Should we like a few? Don't worry about it. No, she'll just like head downstairs and be like, "Yeah, Shark needs time to rest. I'll catch up. We'll catch him up on the information, though."
Okay.
Fair enough. Oh, sir, new face. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Kimley.
Kim. Strong name. Strong.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well.
And he is a younger human. Like dirty blonde hair. You know, cutish, boyish looks. Borderline, you know, like entering manhood. Young though. Probably, good chance he's probably never been with a woman, never gotten in a fight. You know, he's fresh.
I just want to just pinch his cheeks. All right then, lad. Lead the way.
Yes, ma'am. Right away. And he turns and leaves. And as you guys make your way through the city of Oasis, it's a hustling, it's a bustling. There's tons of crowds, lots of craziness. You guys eventually make your way to the front of the palace.
I do want to throw one thing in.
Okay.
As we're walking. Anyone who wants to do an insight on Rena, she is touching her face a lot, just kind of like visibly uneasy.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I don't know if there's insight if you just said what.
Look, I'm bad at this, okay?
You're learning.
All right, for everyone around. She's visibly.
Yeah, she keeps touching her face.
Yeah, things okay right now?
Yeah, it's just I don't rely on the hat this much.
I see.
Probably gonna be uncomfortable for a while, but you'll get used to it. And I'll just like pat Raina on the head.
Especially you, Rhea, who's walking through an oasis without a mask.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray just pulls out of the pocket.
Yeah, and Rhea, it is harsh. It is sunny out. You're usually behind a mask. Like you're struggling.
Thank you, by the way, but I think you might need this more than I.
I'll get used to it. It's It's fine, keep it. And she'll just like tuck her hood on a bit further forward.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be separated from my hat, but thank you.
But you guys make it to the front steps of the entryway into the palace main. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo!
Woo! Go ahead and stop it, Moose.
Moose.